Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Take a far-out trip into the twilight zone of late-night radio with Iain.
Unmissable late-night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain Lee.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Good evening, dear listener. Late Night Alternative. I'm Iain Lee. Who are you?
Catherine Boyle.
Well done. That's the start of the show, over and done with. 0344 499 1000. I had a boring day that involved me arguing online to get... I turned into my dad or my mum, one of the two, arguing online to get a refund for my hammock that broke. I got it. But first of all, they said, right, you'll have to repackage it. It's a hammock on a frame, big metal frame that's about 9 foot wide in total. You can take it apart, but they said, okay, yeah, we can't replace it because we're out of stock, but we can refund you, or we'll send you a postage label. Oh, and what are you sending me a postage label for? Oh, you have to return it to us before we can process the refund. I went, what? It's a chat, you know, these live chats. And I said to him at one point, I said, are you a human or are you a bot? He said, I am human. His name was...
That's what a bot would say.
His name was Arnold. So I think his real name was like Sajiv or something. You know, I think he was in India. Because they always go with, by they, I mean Indians. No, I mean foreign call centres and help centres. They always go with, like, quite strange English names. So this guy was Arnold. Yeah, we can refund you. Haven't talked about music or Twitter yet. Critics. We can refund you, but you're going to have to send it back to us. I went, dude, it's massive. He said, no, don't worry, someone will come and collect it. I said, right, but you have to package it up. I said, in what? Do you have the original packaging? No, I bought it 2 months ago. I haven't got any cardboard that is big enough to cover a hammock.
Who has?
Well, his suggestion was, could you not go to your local supermarket and get some empty boxes? What?
In the 80s?
In the 80s, B-Jams used to have, like a little pen at the front of the shop that was full of cardboard boxes until, someone reported it as a fire hazard, and then we got rid of it. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. And then I said, you're darn lucky. I'm just asking for a refund and not suing you, because that collapsed when I was on it and I had to jump off and I've got a bad back.
Oy.
And he said, I'll be back in a minute. Came back a couple of minutes later, they gave me a refund. Now, I was lucky that he didn't ask, you've not had 3 or 4 kids on there spinning around in it upside down, have you? Because then I would have been screwed. I don't know how I would have dodged that question. So I was arguing that. Then I went to the garden centre. My mum used to like the garden centre. My ex-wife used to like the garden centre. I have always hated the garden centre. When did we stop calling them nurseries? They used to be nurseries.
Oh, when they started selling cards and, like, toys and stuff.
They used to be nurseries. And now they're garden centres. So I went to the nursery today. I had a full English breakfast, I'm going to be honest, with a bit of blood pudding on there.
You wouldn't have got that in the nursery.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that in the nursery. So I enjoyed that. And I went there to get wood. It's the only place I can get wood these days is in a nursery.
What?
That sounds wrong. The only place I can get logs for my fire pit are in a gardening centre. When I said on Twitch that I was bisexual, and I'm saying it a lot because I'm trying to get used to it, right? I said it on Twitch in front of 60 people before I said it here. After I told my partner, before I said it here, right? Because I was just trying it out. And 2 people went pedo. Isn't that funny?
Well, considering it came along with a really
pedo
awful story about
pedo
things that actual paedophiles have done to you as a kid.
Now, I'm not, I guess that's homophobic. I guess I can now be a target of homophobia. I don't know what you'd label it. It doesn't bother me, but you just think, wow, within literally 30 seconds of me announcing this, I've had 2 people call me a pedo. God! Imagine what, like a full-on gay man or woman, but mainly men, I suspect, for that kind of abuse, would have endured for the last 45 years of their big gay life.
Yeah, but you know what?
30 seconds!
The idiot that typed that went, oh, this does not compute. Frightened, must write something. What joke can I make? Oh, yeah,
Pedo. Nonce. So I went to the garden centre to get wood, and I got a lot of wood, and I had a lovely full English breakfast, and then I'm looking at, because I got a horrible garden furniture it's not really, it's just like two metal chairs and a metal table that the old lady left.
It's not the most comfortable.
No, it's not. And then I'm looking at, and this is like the day after I've bought a tumble dryer and a washing machine. Oh, Curry's or PC World, whatever it is these days. I think it's the same place. Oh, they annoyed me today. It's where I bought it from. They annoyed me today. Phone call, and it was a number. It was a London number. I thought, oh, okay. Hello, is that Mr. Lee? Yes, it is. This is Curry's PC World here. We just want to talk about your delivery that's coming on Thursday. And I thought, I know exactly what you want from me. Yeah, they started off talking about the delivery, when it was coming, and just going through the order, and you know where this is going. Yeah. Just going through the order, and so we are removing your old washing machine, that's right, installing it, that's right, and we're not removing a tumble dryer, no. And then, I thought, oh, maybe she's not going to go there, and then she went, can I ask, why are you getting rid of the old washing machine, right? And the reason is, the reason is it's just, it makes my clothes go bobbly.
It's old, you don't know how old it is.
And I said, oh, I just fancied a change. Oh, really? Can I ask, how long have you had it? I said, I don't know, it's old, I got it with the house. Right. And are there any problems with it? I said, it makes the clothes go a bit bobbly, but I just want to change. Right. Because, of course, if you had an extended warranty, then, I was thinking, oh, man. Then if it went, it's very sensible to buy these things, and we can offer you an extended warranty for 5 years. I went, I'm going to stop you there.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Here we go. It comes consumer.
My friends, if you are paying hundreds of pounds for a white goods,
here we go.
You are entitled under the consumer law, you are entitled to a reasonable expectation of quality. Now, if you pay £50 for something like that, why would you? It's never going to happen.
Don't tell Amy. She's a kid. She don't care about this.
She needs to know this stuff.
She doesn't need to know this. She's a kid.
I didn't need to know this stuff when I was working on it. I'm glad I know it now.
The listeners don't need to know this stuff. This is boring. This is a Vernon Smith show.
You do. Do you know why?
No.
Because those extended warranties are nonsense. If it goes within the first couple of years, then you are entitled to your money back.
This is boring. Everyone knows that. I said to her, I'm not getting one. She said, why not? I said, because my mum told me never to get one. And she went, right. So I can't.
Good argument.
No. Well, I said, it's true. My mum told me never to get one. So I said, my mum said, never get one. I'm not getting one. And she said, everyone knows that you don't need those warranties. Those warranties are just, we're doing it. We're doing a BBC local thing. We're not. We're done. Apparently, tonight is our 750th Talk Radio show.
Thank God.
Did you know that? Matt, did you know that?
No, but I am thanking God.
You nodded and made a sound.
I can believe it. It feels long.
It feels much more than that. Feels much more than that. So then today, I'm then looking at garden furniture. Like an old man. After having dealt with warranties, after having dealt with refunds, I'm looking at garden furniture. And and here's the thing about my local garden centre. There are 3. I found one I wanted. 4 chairs, reclinable, table, parasol. 399 quid, so it's not cheap. It's cheap compared to a lot of them, but it's pricey. Can't really afford it. But I'm kind of doing it to stick 2 fingers up at some people. Because that always works. And so I'm sat there on the chair, and I'm looking it up online, see if I can get it cheaper anywhere else. I can't get this model cheaper anywhere else. I'm sat there. Some staff over there. I'm sat there in the garden furniture section of my even this is boring. We'll do some fun stuff in a bit, but I have no idea what. I'm sat there in the on the chair of a 4-chair table parasol set that I want. The parasol base comes separately. That I want to buy, and I'm there, and I would pay for it there and then. I'm sat there for 10 minutes. Let's say 7. No one...
6.
Okay, 5. But I'm sat there for 5 minutes. No one comes over. I saw 5 or 6 members of staff. It's not a big place. It's not a big place. No one came over. And after, it was about 6 minutes, I went, I'm not going to buy this. I'm not going to buy this. And I walked out. You idiots. Broken Britain. Brexit.
If they'd have caught you then, they would have made a sale.
They'd have made a sale. But the moment I stood up and pushed myself away, I thought, no, I'm not going to buy that. I went home. I bought a cheaper, not as nice set for 200 quid online.
Oh, yours.
They could have sold it to me. Anthony, they could have sold it to me.
What, sold you a...
Are you on speakerphone?
No tips.
Are you on speakerphone? Thank you so much for your call, Anthony. I really appreciate it. It's the only call we got, but I'm not taking it. If he wants to call back and not be on speakerphone, I will accept his call. Very, very, very simple rules. Very, very, very simple rules. And then I had to take down some shelves. Flippin' heck. I'm a celebrity. And I'm taking down shelves. And I'm buying all this crap. And then, the highlight of the day, I went to what we used to call the rubbish dump. Some of you may know it as the council tip. Most of you will know it as the recycling centre. Flipping it. And now, they closed a lot of recycling centres around Aylesbury and High Wycombe, which is where I live. They've closed them, and some are only open certain days. And I had wood to give, but the wood section was like closed. You get these containers, right? The wood section was closed. And they had like a list of charges. Well, it's stuff that I just dumped it by the side. I dumped it by the side.
Fly tipper.
No, it was at a dump.
Yeah, but
tip.
Still.
Recycling centre. Mm-hmm. So I did that. I took the old garden table, I took the old hammock, and I took my shelves that I'd taken down, and I took them to the tip, and I tossed them off. What a boring day. What a boring, dull life I lead. Boring. If anyone has had a more boring day than that, 03, and this is a very dangerous phone-in. Phone up and tell us some boring stuff. That's a dangerous phone-in. That is a dangerous phone-in, but I'm prepared. I'm so bored, I'm prepared to take that risk. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Was your day more boring than mine? I bet it wasn't. This is Talk Radio.
A star-crossed soapbox for sailor boys, stable girls,
I'm on the edge.
and stripper grands.
It depends who you're with and it depends on the situation.
Late night speech radio with a difference.
Thank you.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. Cupcake, don't encourage her, please. Consumer Cath is great.
Redoubtable force.
We are not BBC Local Radio. We are national. Although we get less listeners than we got when we were on BBC Local Radio. That's there's less than we had, definitely. Anthony?
Hello?
Are you still on speakerphone? Are you on speakerphone?
Well, let me just take you.
Thanks very much for your call, Anthony. Please try again and don't be on speakerphone. That's the second time. We'll give him one more time. I know he wants his mates to hear his hilarious call, but just don't be on speakerphone, you bell cheese. Lavinia!
Good evening.
Good evening, Lavinia.
Good evening, Catherine, and also good evening, Ian.
Yeah, good evening. Lovely. Good evening to you turning your radio off now, please.
Hold on a minute. I'll just tell my wonderful friend, Les, could you turn it down, please?
No. Could Les turn it off?
Yeah, turn it off. He said turn it off. Sorry about that, Ian.
You will be.
Thank you, Les.
Sorry. Thank you. Right. Hold on. Just let me turn it down. Turn it down.
Okay. Thanks so much for your call, Lavinia. Let's try and get a call that we can actually work with, shall we? In one of those moods tonight. Let's go to Luna. Good evening, Luna. Okay, Luna, thanks so much for your call.
I mean, the most sense we've had so
Let's
far.
go to Alistair. Good evening, Alistair.
Evening, folks. How are you?
None of your business. I'm fuming.
Oh, I'm sorry.
People are.
I've had a more boring day, Ian.
I bet you have. Go on.
But the good thing is, I'm still walking the streets.
Was it what? You as a rent boy?
What?
No, because I was in court last week.
Hey! He's not doing bird. He got off.
Well,
he
hang on a
was.
minute. Was it suspended or what? What's going on?
Oh, yeah.
It's very close, actually. I was literally doing bricks in the waiting room.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have a hobby.
Shall I tell you what happened?
Yeah, go on.
Well, can you? Hang on. What was the verdict?
Oh, it was 6 months imprisonment, suspended for 12.
There you go. All right. Okay.
With an alcohol treatment order.
Okay. There you go. All right. All right.
Probation.
All right.
So
as long as you keep your nose clean for 12 months, you won't get sent back in.
Yeah. I mean, it was horrible, but here I am. So glad to be speaking to you both.
Good. Well done. And you've been a very naughty boy, but the courts, you've been through the legal system. Now it's time to start turning things. Well, you are turning things round. Carry on turning things round, but don't turn them round too far that you start facing in the same direction again. Indeedly doodly.
Yeah. So I was thinking, well, I did do something even more boring than you did, Ian, because I got really fed up with myself. You know, I smoke, unfortunately. But I do throw cigarette butts out of the car, which is very antisocial.
Yes.
So I thought, well, I'll buy a car ashtray from eBay.
Huh?
So I got one, and I tried to fit it in the car. And I broke it.
You tried to fit an ashtray into the car?
Yeah.
Sweet Lord, man. You dirty get. Why would you do that? I remember you used to get the ashtrays full in the side and you'd empty them in the car park. Remember that?
Yeah, but I mean, I thought, well, I'm not going to throw them out the window anymore. Anyway, this thing just sits in the central aisle now, and I can just put my old buttons in there, and then I'll empty them in the bin when I get home.
Alistair, that's the horrible story. Thank you very much. Well done on cheating. This getting a good lawyer, cheating the system. Well done on going through the legal system. Keep your fingers crossed and keep on doing what you're doing. Let's go to. I tell you what. Let's third time's the charm. Anthony.
Oh, hello. How are we doing?
Oh, Anthony, it's so lovely to hear you holding the phone up to your ear. Manners.
Well, I wouldn't be holding it to my dog, would I? Come on. What else will I be speaking into, mate?
Well, you were speaking into the ether in the previous two calls because you're a bellend.
Yeah, I was.
Thanks very much for your call, Anthony. Let's go to. We'll try him again later on. Let's hopefully, now he knows how to use the phone, hopefully he'll learn how to use some manners in the next call. Let's go to. I'm rattling through these today. Let's go to Sam. Good evening, Sam.
Hello, I'm a long-time listener and first-time caller.
Oh, hang on a minute. I've got a minute. Hang on. I've got it. Hang on. Don't say anything. Oh,
Pardon?
Don't say anything. Hang on. That's a bit flat, my bell. Hang on.
Tighten it.
There we go. Well done. Nice to speak to you, Sam. How long have you been listening for, please, if I may ask you, please, madam?
I don't know now. About a year?
There we go.
That qualifies as long time,
That qualifies, Sam. What has prompted you to call in today?
Because my day has been really dull.
Oh, it's a dangerous phone in, but actually I'm quite enjoying it. Why has your day been so dull?
I went to work.
Yeah.
And my boss said, can you type this? That was about it. That was the fun part of my day. And then I came home and cleaned a bedroom.
Yeah. What did you, so all day you just typed one thing?
No. I had typing, but it was one quote repeatedly changed. So it would be 2 words changed.
What?
And then I'd give it back over to my boss, and then they'd change something else, and then I'd do it again.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. That is, that is nuts.
Honestly, it was awful.
And then
I hate days like that.
You came home and tidied a bedroom.
Yes. Well, it needed dusting.
Yeah.
Cobwebs.
They do. Dust is your flesh, is your human skin, isn't it? That's all dust is. Isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That is weird. I can't really afford it, Sam, but I've got myself a cleaner now. She comes once every 2 weeks, and she's coming again next Monday, which means the place is just starting to get a bit tatty again now, and there's a bit of cheese on the, grated cheese on the worktops, and there's...
I'm glad you said worktop.
Oh, Sam! Oh, dear! Oh, Sam, that really, I mean...
I don't get it.
She's, I'll show you later. I'll tell you later. Sam, outrageous behaviour. But yes,
sorry,
my cleaner is very good at polishing bells. Now, okay, so is it your bedroom? Is it a family member's bedroom? Is it whose bedroom is it, and is it tidy?
My daughter's. Your
daughter's, how old's your daughter?
She's 7.
Why are you tidying it?
Well, no, she tidies her toys away, but I do all the dusting and the cobwebbing and all of that.
That's normal.
Don't get that. When I was 7...
She tidies her toys away, that's something my kids don't do.
When I was 7 years old, I would do the housework with Mummy.
Yes, before you got sent down the pit.
Oh, shut up. I would do the housework with Mummy, and I was given the polish, and I was given a duster, and I would clean the coffee table, and it had 2 bits of glass in, and you had to lift the glass. It was a tricky thing.
Did you say lick the glass?
No, I did not say...
Sam, what are you like?
I'm really sorry.
Boring as today been.
Lick the glass.
She's looking for joy wherever she can.
Off women's head.
No, I had to lift the glass. Have you been drinking tonight, Sam?
I haven't. I wish I had.
Me too. No, lift the glass. But I was polishing and...
Did you say glass? Just joining in. Sounds a bit like...
It doesn't sound like arse, because it's got a gl at the start of it.
Sam's loving it.
So I had to...
I'm sorry,
I had to
I'm
lick
in a
her
very
arse.
giggly mood.
I had to lift the glass. Now you got me at it.
At it.
Both of you, I'm being sexually harassed by 2 idiots. You get her to try... Oh, Jesus!
No!
Whoa!
I'm sorry, I can't.
Whoa, Blackberry
I'm really sorry.
Can you see that?
It's hanging off your ear.
Oh.
Go on. Sam, you've got to give up smoking.
I've got a chest infection.
I'm not kidding.
Well, smoking isn't going to help it.
I know. Do you know, you said yesterday on your show about a book that you both read to quit smoking.
Yes.
And I really, really want to read it because I do need to quit.
The time is now.
Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking.
Oh, and I nearly rang yesterday as well.
Go on.
Right, to ask that.
No. I have osteoarthritis in my spine.
Yeah.
So I'm in constant pain with my back.
Mate, then you've got to watch the film that I've been talking about.
I know, I was thinking about it and then I fell asleep. I'm really sorry. At least I'm honest.
You are honest. Okay. Well, watch the film. Watch the film. Are you on Twitter?
I am.
Right. I tweeted. Who are you on Twitter? Hang on, don't tell me yet. I'm going to find the tweet about the film. I don't get a penny from this, but this has worked, right? Watching a film and not even doing anything, just mentally engaging and opening my mind to the possibility that maybe there's something in what looks on the face of it like nonsense. That has sorted out my back an absolute treat. Right, I am going... Right, hang on, I'm going to send you the link. Right, who are you on Twitter?
No, because I'm not to fall in for that. You'll hang up on me because I have to put you on speaker to look at my phone.
but look, I'm hovering over the...
Hang on. Okay, can you bear with while I just look at my Twitter thing, because I don't know it.
How, please, it's not a funny game. How can you not know we are talking about Twitter now, the haters are right, I do apologise. How can you not know your Twitter handle?
I know my Instagram.
That's like saying, that's like me saying, how do you not know your Twitter handle? And you going, my car's red. It's irrelevant.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know what kind of car I had either.
Right, okay. Please, God.
I see why her boss had so much trouble with her today.
Yes, I know. Well, okay, so you just have a look.
Okay, hang on, bear with.
I'm bearing with.
Stop saying bear.
Oh, no, wrong one.
She's going all wrong.
She's got her own hold music. Are you doing the Jeopardy? Were you doing the Jeopardy? Were you doing, this?
I was, yes.
You were singing
She
that?
put us on hold.
Flipping heck, man. I love it. I love it. We finish at 1, I should say.
Pardon? I'm back.
Okay, we finish at 1 o'clock, just to say.
Right, sorry. Right,
Yes.
I'm back. It's at Sammy Baker 86.
Well, that was a tricky one.
How
I
are
couldn't
you
understand why
spelling?
you didn't remember it.
So it's your name and the year you were born, right?
Yeah.
So your Twitter handle is your name and the year you were born.
No, because it's Sammy with a Y.
And what's your name?
Sam. Well, actually, my name's Samantha.
All right.
But that's
so
my
it's,
Sunday name.
it's a slight variation of your name with the year you were born, and you couldn't. All right, it doesn't matter. Type in the code Iain, and
Oh, I'm looking at you now.
will feel better. Let me have a look.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
I've
That's the
tweeted
face
you.
I was imagining.
Let's have a little look at
That's
Sammy
my
Baker.
office work, yes.
That's you want me to type what now?
Glasses and blonde hair.
Why? What is wrong with you people?
What?
What is wrong with you?
I was
Because
taken just before I went to work.
right, okay, and what, you were moving at the time? Because it's blurry. It's a really
No,
blurry.
that's just my phone.
Come on. It's you know, so many people on Twitter have blurry.
Mine's not blurry, is it?
Yes, it is.
Is my hair up? Have you
Yes.
got the right person?
Yeah.
Yes, your hair is up. Is that,
You're unmistakable, Sammy.
and you're, oh, look, is that your little girl who's that, with an MP?
Yes, that's my little girl.
Oh, she looks, I mean.
Peter Bone, Mr. Peter Bone.
It is Peter Bone.
Oh, you said Bone.
I did work experience with his daughter once. She was very nice.
Did you?
Yes.
No, I do work for them both.
Ah.
Well, your daughter looks absolutely beautiful. She looks like you. And did you
Thank
take the
you.
picture? She's stunning. Did you take the picture with the same camera that you took your Twitter picture with?
Yes.
Because I can see her perfectly in focus. I can see the bone perfectly in focus. But when I go to your picture, it's blurry.
I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person for taking my own photo.
Okay, okay. I have sent you the link to the movie, and I sent you the code to get it half price, and it's £3, man. Go and watch it, and it worked with me.
Okay, I will watch it, and then I'll have to ring back and tell you if it worked.
But watch it and give me a call and let me know how it goes. Because honestly,
I will.
I've only spoken so far to me and my sister who've watched it, and we've both gone, ooh, this is weird. We feel better. I've not spoken to anybody else. So if anybody has watched this film, I'm going to retweet it to everyone in a second. If anyone else has watched it and it's helped them, or it's not helped them, then 0344 499 1000. Sammy, let us know how it goes.
I will do.
Thanks for being a good sport. Nice to talk to you. We'll talk soon.
All right, nice talking to you too.
Bye-bye. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The radio show that knows truth is always stranger than fiction.
Week Monday, I get shoes.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Because they're too real to be part of my imagination.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You're very welcome. I had an argument with the guy who used to listen to the show a lot today, and he said to me on Twitter, I don't listen to your show anymore, it's not any good. And I kind of went, well, you don't have to tell me you're not going to listen to the show, you can just switch off. He said, oh, no, I wasn't being rude, I just went,
yeah.
You're being a little bit rude. Oh man, I'm out of here. Jesus, I'm gone.
He announced his departure again.
You don't have to tell us. 0344 499 1000. We'll talk about cleaning. Has your day been more boring than mine? If you've had a really exciting day, if you've done, jumped over a bus on a motorbike, or people don't do that anymore. People don't jump over buses anymore. It used to be a big thing when I was growing up. And no one really does that anymore. I'd love to. I would never want to do it. I would absolutely cack my pants. I'd never want to do it. I should say me and Kath are only here tonight and tomorrow. Then we're off Thursday and Friday. So now is the time. Now is the time to give us a call. We're going to try and stay Hunt Johnson free because, man, that was boring, wasn't it? Wasn't that boring? Aye. Let's go to Jerry. Good evening, Jerry.
Hello.
Hello, Jerry.
What's any kid up to nowadays? Has your kid not read those pages? If I lost anything,
You spoke to us the other day.
Has your kid did? Has your kid?
Have a what?
Has your kid? The vine man fell off.
Have I checked my bar may fall off?
No, I don't want.
What?
It's not nice. I'm not speaking very well.
It's too hot. It's too hot for Parkinson's people.
It's madness. I can't sleep at night. I can't.
Here's my top tip for keeping cool in this hot weather. It works for men, it works for women, and it works for animals. Get an ice cube, shove it up your arse.
No.
Well, then you'll be hot, mate. You'll be hot.
Moment.
You'll be hot, then, buddy.
No, don't take any advice. That's what it's...
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Is that it?
I'm sorry, I'm not very well.
Okay.
How are you, sis?
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
How's Nigel doing?
Dunno, not spoken to him for a while.
Terrible.
Yeah, terrible.
Two horses. I have Monday in the shoe cinema. Cinema with him, Mum.
Ice cube up the bum. That's all you need.
Ice cube up the bum.
There we go.
Flavoured.
There we go. That'll do it. I saw my mum last week. We're getting a little fortnightly film club going. Kath came last week. And last week we went and saw yesterday, and I didn't know it's Tamwa. I didn't know, you didn't know it was Tamwa.
No, I don't watch EastEnders, so I
you know who
recognise him.
Tamwa is, though.
No.
Everyone knows, you know who Tamwa is, don't you, Amy? And you've not even seen EastEnders. You know who he is?
EastEnders?
She knows who Tamwa is. Tamwa's...
Oh, blimey, what's going on there?
EastEnders drums.
Okay, thank you. The lad... Please shut up. The lad in yesterday is Tamwa from EastEnders. And now I've had to reevaluate everything. And now I think that Tamwa from EastEnders is probably in the top 3 British actors of all time. I never thought I'd say that. I thought he was... I mean, I didn't like his character or the girl in the film. I thought they were scumbags.
How much he came since Ozcabs?
Ozcabs. No, he wasn't in Ozcabs. That was Mehmet.
Ali.
Yeah.
Ali and Ozcabs.
It was Ozcabs.
Hey, Chuck, I'm just saying it's bad night. That time for people talking to us.
Well, go to bed then, Jerry, and stick it up your bum. Thank you very much indeed. 0344 499 1000. So Tamwa from EastEnders is now in the top 3 British actors, as far as I'm concerned. I thought he was amazing. I didn't recognise it. And then someone told me, and I thought they were joking, because I thought, I suppose he does look a little bit like Tamwa, but... And someone, no, it's him. Oh, all right. I Googled it. It was him. That's amazing. Because I thought he was great in it. I thought his version of Help was brilliant as well. It was great. So, Tamwa from EastEnders this is what we need to do. A few people, right, let's put this bit in the podcast.
Right.
Okay, from now. Because a few people on Twitter have said that they listen to this show in the gym. I just noticed a little thread. A woman called Sinead Jones.
Right.
Posted, let me find her first tweet, right? Because then there's been a little bit of a, because I saw that, I thought, oh.
I listen to podcasts in the gym.
But do you listen to our podcast in the
No, I don't listen to our podcast at all.
Okay, right, well that's...
I hear enough when I make it.
Here we go. We'll take Anthony again, 4th time's the charm. Right. So Sinead says, must be the only person that listens to Iain Lee whilst at the gym. Well done for using whilst. That's what caught my interest. Whilst. And then it's got a picture of googly eyes and a picture, then it's got an emoji of a woman with black hair and a purple jersey doing a face palm. And then BA Personal Training says, no, you're not. And then just now it's popped up, Agent Peach says, you're really not. So we have at least 3 people. We have Sinead, we have BA Personal Training, and we have Agent Peach that listen to us in the gym. And I think we should do something. We should give them an incentive to carry on. I mean, well, listen, you're going to die at some point. We're all going to die. What you're doing is pointless. I saw a beefcake of a man walking down the street today, and I thought, all that work, all that effort, all of that self-discipline, and best option is he's going to get old and it's going to look like saggy boobs. Worst option is he's going to die with a tiny penis. So.
And he can't put his arms down.
Exactly.
And his shirts are gonna, how do you get shirts to fit?
It's a waste of time. But we need as much audience as we can get. We've got less listeners now than we've ever had before. So, I think we should do some motivation, some fitness motivation for Sinead, for BA, and for, what was it named? Agent Peach. What are you doing that face for?
Well, because when I'm in the gym listening to a podcast, it's so I can forget that I'm in the gym. And so I don't want reminding that, it's 10 minutes into the first bit of cardio and I'm hating it already.
You're in the gym, pump it off, run a little bit faster, burn that fat ass off. Run, stretch, punch the wall, take some steroids, have a ball, a tiny ball. It will shrink your tiny balls. Do some exercise, just that kind of thing to keep them motivated. Do you want to go? Do you want that music or just get something?
Yeah, okay.
Let's get something a little bit more. Here we go. So we got Sinead, we got Agent Peach, and we got BA.
Okay.
And we just want to motivate you guys.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Here we go.
I got it.
Here we go.
Look at that body. Oh, yeah. Look at that body. Don't look in the mirror. You're looking a little bit purple. But doesn't matter. Make sure you've got a towel. Please be considerate and do not hog the weights, because people like me are waiting behind you. I've only got 10 sets to do. No, 3 sets of 10. And I don't want you hogging the weights.
There we
I'll go home in a mood.
There we go. You see, it's as simple as that. We just want to inspire you guys to be the best that you can be. Here we go.
Listen to my beats.
Sinead and Agent Peach and BA Fitness. Got sweat running down your back, in between your ass crack. You are so flabby, you're working overtime, you'll have a Russell heart attack. Or if you don't have mine, you're gonna be sick. I feel sick. Hate yourself, hate the tiny dick, because I know that doesn't apply but by the way, I've seen the pictures of these 3 people. They are buff.
Oh, yeah.
They are buff.
They've got buns like 2 tight peaches.
You 3 are so fit. You don't need to do a bit of exercise. You can leave it, go home to the fat guys like me. There we go, you see.
Well.
Motivation. We're just doing motivations. We're just doing motivations, guys. We're trying to help. We're trying to help people.
If you believe, you can achieve. If you can achieve, you can believe.
There we go. Or you can just go home and have a pasty.
Yeah.
03444991000. This is Talk Radio.
Dead of Night Discourse for disco queens.
I'm related to Jedward and Dolly Parton.
Dairy farmers and distant fathers.
Yeah, whatever.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Doing lots of things that we don't know about, we can't control.
On Talk Radio.
Yes, great.
Okay. Should we try it for the 4th time? First 2 times he was on speakerphone. 3rd time there were no manners. See what we get the 4th time. Good evening, Anthony.
Hello. How are you doing, mate? All right?
What can we do for you, Anthony?
I was just saying, are you gay by any chance?
No, I'm not gay.
Oh, if you were, you pick up a guy down Gay Guys Hospital, isn't it? You're next door to me, isn't you?
Get next door. Whatever if it sounds like you got a dick in your mouth. What? You say that again?
No, I'm eating some Dorito things.
Okay. Well, could you stop eating while you're talking to me and spouting your childish homophobia?
No problem.
Okay, lovely. Right. So, what did you want to say?
Why are you so obsessed?
And then he hangs up. But here's the thing: it didn't go out on the radio. It didn't go out on the radio. The guy wants to know how many times I masturbate a night. Well,
because that's a normal question to ask.
I started one last night and I got bored. He called in the other day, didn't he?
Yeah, he did a quote-unquote joke then, didn't he? Virgin.
Oh, he's the virgin guy.
So he's obsessed with other people's sexual behaviour.
Because he ain't getting on. Except when he looks in his mom's panty drawer.
Got a pants full of Doritos crumbs.
Unlucky, Anthony. Unlucky, mate. Well done, though. Good effort. Good effort. Give you 1 out of 10.
4 goes for that, though.
Yeah.
4 goes.
Yeah, I know. 4 goes, and that was it. And most of it didn't even get broadcast because we dumped it. God, that guy's thick. Speaking of people who aren't thick, it's Nelly.
Bell cheese.
Thank you.
Absolute bell cheese.
Is that your summary of the show so far?
Why is the world just full of people who are ignorant, idiotic, and are proud of it? What's wrong?
You got to hear what got dumped. You heard what nobody else heard, so...
And in his world, surrounded by his friends, his family, everyone in his life, he thinks he's funny, he thinks he's intelligent, he thinks he's the man, he's an absolute... bell cheese.
I love this.
Numero uno.
Numero uno. Nelly's angrier than me. This is unprecedented. Whoa, well, what a sigh as well. I love it, Nelly. This is great. Let the rage come out, brother.
I've just watched that. Look, I know we're going to talk about it, but those 2 idiots who were standing in front of Tory people trying to get the next Prime Minister.
Oh, yeah.
And... Boris is... Well, we all know Boris is bumbling idiot.
Hang on. Sorry. Yeah, because you said Jeremy Hunt. You have to call him Boris Johnson. Don't shorten him to Boris. It makes him cute. It makes him cuddly. His name is Boris Johnson. He's the MP for Uxbridge. You must give him his full name. Otherwise, we're playing his game and doing his propaganda for him.
He's a wigged honey monster, is what he is.
Wowzers. You really are. Whoa!
There he was releasing the rage.
I'm hovering over the dump button here. I just don't know where this call's going to go.
I'm not a sweary man, but in Boris's case, I would be. So yeah, be careful.
Oh. Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson.
You're the honey monster. You know what he is.
Yeah.
God. Right? He's so annoying. He's so patronising to the host of the show tonight as well. He was talking over her so much, and it was grating me to the extent that I hated him even more than I originally did. He made Jeremy Hunt look reasonable.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. I know. Let it go. They're playing, their posh boys games.
Anyway, yeah.
Come on.
The reason I rang up, 2 things. I've got some news. The other thing is, you're doing this, got this idea to do like a quiz sort of live show thing.
Yeah, it's an idea that's bobbing around in the back of my head, and it's bobbing further and further away from me. I get these ideas, and unless I act on them immediately, I don't follow through. And then somebody else goes and does something similar, and I go, no, it was a good idea. So it just seems like a lot of work, and I've been so tired recently. I think I know why I've been tired as well, actually. But yeah, it's an idea, yes. Yes!
Do you need, a host?
A host? What do you think me and Kath will be?
Well, just throw it out there if you want one. Just,
What, a host?
Give us a call.
No, but...
Oh, actually, we could take the Rainbow George approach, and we could give it to you to do and take the money for it.
Yes, you could. But it wouldn't be... No, Nelly, you've misunderstood. It's not going to be some crap thing where an idiot stands on stage and says, name 10 things beginning with T. And then people go, towel, you go, no. It's not going to be that.
Well,
tangerine.
Well, you say that, but, when I've done my quizzes, that's only me at, DEFCON 4. I can go at DEFCON 1 if you want, with my quiz hosting. I could surprise you.
Go on then, do it. Hang on a minute. Let's hang on a minute. Here we go. Hang on. Let's do this properly. Here we go. Hang on. It's time for Nelly's Fun Quiz. It's fun and magical. Nelly does his quiz and you laugh a lot. Here comes Nelly and his quiz going to DEFCON 1. Is DEFCON 1 the highest one? Or is it 5? I don't remember. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage. It's Nelly's Fun Quiz, hosted by Nelly Dean.
Good evening. Welcome. It's Nelly. It is Nelly's Fun Quiz. We're here to have another fun time, more fun quizzing with Iain Lee and Catherine Boyle. Say hello, Iain. Say hello, Catherine.
Hello, Nelly.
Yay.
So, Iain and Catherine are going to go head to head, like they normally do, for tonight's fun quiz.
Beautiful.
So,
My mum's a big fan of yours, Nelly.
is she? Yeah.
No.
So, Ian, obviously, we'll talk to you first. Ian, you're from somewhere down the south. How's your day been today, Ian?
It's been very, very boring. And it's
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't think it could get more boring, but it looks like it might be.
Catherine, you're Ian's opponent. You're from Manchester or the north. How's your day been today?
Oh, great.
Right, not the most talkative contestant, so we'll carry on.
I said more
we've got a quiz.
greats than anyone else.
Just let him get on with it, please. Come on.
So it's obviously we've got a quiz to come up. Ian against
A quiz
Catherine.
to come off?
Wow.
Flippin' heck, DEFCON 1 is raunchy.
So it's the quiz that you know and love. There's 10 things on my list, and you're going to take turns to see who can get the most on my list.
Hang on, so it's the same quiz, but just done in a cheesier voice.
It's what's in my
That's
pocket.
DEFCON 1.
It's what's in my pocket, is what it is.
So obviously, ladies usually go first. On talk radio, we don't care about equality. So
That's
Ian,
true, fair play, yeah.
So Ian, you can go first. The subject is types of bread.
Okay. Underscore.
So you're going to have a go, and then we're going to cross over to Catherine.
Soda.
Incorrect. Catherine.
Ciabatta.
Incorrect. Ian.
White bread.
Correct. That's 1 point to Ian.
It's all right.
Catherine.
So it's quite lowbrow, this quiz.
Because I'm not a racist. Brown bread.
Correct. That's 1 apiece. Ian, we've got 2 goes left.
Granary bread.
Correct. 2-1 to Ian. Catherine, can you hit back?
French toast.
No, Catherine. So, Ian, this is your last chance here. This could secure you the first game win of the evening.
We go in lowbrow. He'll think this is posh. Garlic bread.
You've gone for garlic bread. To seal it, it's incorrect. Catherine, to take us to sudden death, can you get one of the breads on my list?
Baguette.
You've gone for the French stick bread.
Oh, is it
called
the
baguette.
French stick?
That's what I meant to say before.
You've gone for baguette.
Yeah.
It's the correct answer.
Whoa.
We are going to a sudden death situation.
All right.
So basically, you go back and forth, and I'll decide who wins eventually.
Okay.
So, Ian.
Wholemeal bread.
Wholemeal bread is incorrect. Catherine Boyle. To seal it,
Pita bread.
you've gone for pita bread. You're the winner, Catherine Boyle.
Oh.
I know my breads.
Yeah, okay, all right.
And the answers you could have had, of course, you had white and brown and granary and baguette and pita, which you could have also had naan bread, tiger, spelt,
what?
Sourdough, and brioche.
I would say that brioche is a cake.
It's between the two.
It's
a
not
sweet
a bread.
bread.
It's not a bread. Sweet breads are testicles.
They're not actually.
They are actually.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Ooh, this is awkward. This is awkward.
No, they can be pancreas.
They can be, but they're testicles as well.
They're sweet meats.
Sweet breads.
No.
I call my testicles sweet bread. So yeah, they're sweet breads. I call my testicles sweet breads.
Okay.
And brioche is a cake. So that whole thing is invalid. That whole thing is invalid. So thank you, Nelly, there. But no, we don't need you. 03, that was fun. Don't tell him though. 0344 499 1000.
I fear I must set something straight before we get the inevitable tedious phone call. When I mentioned Rainbow George and said we should do what Rainbow George does and get everyone to do the work for us, and then I said, and we take the money. He doesn't take the money. He does the first thing.
He does, yeah. Okay.
Just a point of clarity.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. This is very lacklustre late night alternative, but even our worst shows are better than most people's average shows. The Late Night Alternative, Catherine Boyle and Iain Lee, every weeknight from 10 o'clock, only on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Get an earful of unusual nocturnal emissions with radio's Lord of Misrule, Iain Lee. No relation, thank God.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
That was exciting. That was the Analogues, and we're trying to get Felix from the Analogues on the line. Do you remember last week? Keep trying. Do you remember last week? Can you go and help, Catherine? I went and saw, me and my sister went and saw, can you check the emails, Catherine, to make sure we got the right day and the right time? Because, yeah, it should be. Oh, no, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. We just had a mad panic there. Flipping heck, man. Right, it's tomorrow. Dear God, what a world we live in. It's tomorrow we got Felix on from the Analogues. It's tomorrow. You can't, I'm not booking any more guests. You can book them all, because I can't be trusted to remember.
It's fine. We remembered.
Well,
we would have remembered, but...
well, there we go. Right.
If it was today, what?
We're going to have him on tomorrow. Go and check out the Analogues. They're brilliant. They're a Dutch, although Felix is Irish. They're, a Dutch tribute band that don't dress up as the Beatles, don't look anything like the Beatles, but they play the albums note perfect and sound perfect. They're incredible. They're absolutely incredible, right? And me and my sister saw them at Abbey Road the other week, playing Abbey Road. It was flipping amazing, and we thought we had Felix on today. We have Felix on tomorrow at 11 o'clock, so that gives you 24 hours precisely to go and check them out. They are well worth it. Good evening, Alan.
Hey, boss.
Hello, Alan. What can we do for you?
I read an article about you, Mr. Congratulations on you coming out.
Thank you, Alan. I don't know if congratulations is the right word.
It feels like a weight has been lifted from your shoulders.
Thank you. I don't really know what to say about it, because, nothing's really changed, but it was, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. Not everyone's happy, but there you go.
Well, for people who are happy, may they be happy, but for those who may not be happy, you don't complain to Ofcom.
Sorry, I won't complain to Ofcom.
No, but people are not happy with you coming out.
Well, screw those guys.
I don't think that's an Ofcomable complaint, to be honest.
I don't think they would.
It could be the Race Relations Act.
Yes.
No, what kind of race?
Because of the LGBTQ community.
I don't think they're a race. We're not a race.
Well,
we just love bumming.
Oh, God.
Because you know that Tom Robinson song that we used to play many years ago?
Yes, I do.
We ought to play that again.
I'm not gay.
Point.
I'm not gay.
No, you're half gay.
Oh, God.
That's what bisexual is. Half gay, half
Well,
straight.
I would say I'm like 35% gay.
Oh, what?
65% straight.
All right. Are you going to come out as well, Kath?
Oh, do you know what, Alan? That's a very good question. Are you going to come out as well, Kath?
What for?
For fun times, for the lads.
Apparently that's what happens when you come out.
But here's the thing, right? Being a bisexual woman is fine and is acceptable, because that's horny. That's horny, because you can watch your girlfriend kissing another girl. But for blokes, it's a...
You might not want to do that, though.
No, I know, exactly, I know, but that's the male, that's what I'm saying, that's the male perception of it. It's horny, it's fine, it's horny if it's girls that are bi. But, it's not horny if it's blokes that are bi. It's still a little bit of...
Hashtag awkward.
Hashtag awkward. Definitely. But there is a little bit of, one's acceptable and is encouraged, and one is, we don't really want to know about that fella. But there you go. I don't know, Alan. I'm still coming to terms with having said it out loud. I feel a bit embarrassed, and then yesterday I was thinking, well, maybe I'm not. I don't know, but I feel.
And it made the Star as well.
It made this, but not
that's what counts.
Not in the paper though. It was just online, wasn't it?
No, it was in the Star, but Race for University Star.
The what? In the paper?
Yeah.
What, today or yesterday?
Thursday Star.
Thursday?
Last Thursday Star.
Gosh.
Well.
It's a thin paper as it is, but that really is scraping the barrel.
There you go. These things,
over there at work.
These things happen, Alan, and there's nothing to be embarrassed about, nothing to be ashamed about. If you're a young man or woman, boy or girl who's a bit confused about things, you know what? It's all right to be a bit confused about things. Just don't, spend...
And you're new fans because you're a role model to the LGBTQ community.
I'm a what? A war model?
A role model, R-O-L-E.
Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not in the slightest. Not a role model, not a poster boy. I'm not. I'm just me, Alan. I'm not going on any marches. I'm not, getting rainbow-coloured Johnnies. I'm not, I'm just me, Alan. I've got a girlfriend. I'm just me.
Who likes guys as well.
Yeah, we go, but I've got a girlfriend, and I prefer girls.
Well, just think, if you do find a guy who likes girls as well, possible threesome.
I hadn't thought of that, Alan. I just have to hope that the girl likes two guys. He's put the phone down there. I think he's come. He's finished himself.
I think that was a proposition.
Oh, was it? I think it might have been, actually. I don't know. This whole thing has been weird. And I still get very embarrassed talking about it, very awkward talking about it. I still don't quite know what to say. I've had loads of offers of sex with men, which I don't want. Thanks very much indeed. I got sent this big, beautiful book about LGBT yesterday and the struggle over the past 50 years. And it was beautiful and it was huge and it was wonderful pictures. I don't want it. I've had loads of people asking me to go on marches with them and bi pride, which is different from gay pride. And I've had people telling me what I should do and what I should feel, and people saying that I need to be more visual and more vocal about it, and you can all get lost. But I don't need to be more anything. I'm working it all out. I've had a couple of I've got a couple of very close friends that are kind of holding my hand through it. Catherine Boyle, of course, being one of them. There are a few people in my life who are furious and disgusted, and that's a shame. But that's their issue, and let them deal with that. That's their thing. And I've had a few people, I've had Jim Davis, who's a presenter on BBC London, got in touch because we've been emailing each other anyway we're kind of fans of each other's show, and he sent me a very nice email. And Kelly Betts sent me a little text today just saying, well done, I hope you're all right. But I'm not joining the club. I'm not, someone says, I don't think Alan quite got the concept of that conversation, or was he trying to make a really, really weird joke? No, he didn't get the concept of that conversation. But I'm not going around queening it up, and it's still me. It's just still me. It just means I haven't got my dirty and shameful inverted commas, secret anymore. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. So, yeah, but it's boring, isn't it? It's boring. I mean, the headline yesterday, Iain Lee, radio host, discovers he's bi, after a car accident.
Yeah. What? That was written apparently by a gay publication.
Yeah.
What part of that felt right to write?
Here's the thing. Gay publications can still have thick people working on them.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah.
So I don't know. And here's the thing. It has been my big shame and my big secret and this big thing and, yeah. And it's linked in with kind of child abuse I had when I was 8 or 9, abuse I had when I was 14 onwards. It's linked in with my dad leaving. It's linked in with the relationship with my mum. It's linked in with loads and loads of stuff, right? It's genetics are thrown in there as well. And I was terrified of telling anyone. And here's the thing: no one died. So there's a couple of people that are very unhappy, and there's probably a couple more that I'm going to have an awkward conversation with at some point. But you know what? No, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It's boring. It's boring.
I think it's important for you. I'm not sure how important it is for everyone else to have a view on. And that's the thing that's been getting on my wick a bit on Twitter, and I've got to just let them go.
Man. I've just been muting and blocking.
Because I know you have, but
muting and blocking.
I find it so frustrating. Because I know, how difficult it was for you to say those things.
Here we go. So just tweeted that film out.
Yeah.
Clodzilla says, suffered with psoriatic arthritis since 17. I'm now 41. Film has made me think differently about pain. Been and purchased the Mind Body prescription book, which is Dr. Sana's book to sit and read tomorrow. Weirdly, whilst watching the film, my neck stopped hurting for the first time in weeks. Coincidence? Maybe. Like, my back stopping hurting after watching the film. Coincidence? Yeah, maybe. My sister's back stopped hurting after watching the film. Coincidence? Yeah, maybe. But maybe not. And that's the thing. Maybe not. Maybe there is something in this.
Is there some sort of hypnotism going on?
No. No hypnotism. No. There's no hypnotism. Watch the film. You haven't got any back pain, but watch the film. I'll send you I got free link for you. Because there's something in it. You said your mum's got back pain.
Yeah, and neck. She's had it for years.
Stress.
Possibly.
Watch it with her.
She's a coper.
Yeah.
My mum.
Watch it with her.
Not a sharer.
Well, get her to watch it on her own.
I might.
Get her to watch it on her own. Because you don't do anything. It's a documentary. And also if you haven't got back pain, watch it, because it's a really interesting documentary anyway, about a doctor going against the system. But it's
not hypnotism, is it neurolinguistic?
No.
Oh.
It's intellectual and emotional.
Right.
That's it. It's intellectual. It's you going, oh, maybe this back pain isn't physical. Maybe it is trauma, and it's coming from my brain. And once you accept that concept,
How
for
strange.
me, it shifted. Once I accepted that concept, there's a couple of bits in the film. Let her watch it on her own, because there are a couple of bits in the film where I cried a lot. That's a big part of it, of releasing. Get her to watch it. That's what I'm going to say. 0344 499 1000. Will, you're next. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Yeah. So the film is all the rage. The director is Michael Galinsky. Honestly, normally we talk about films that are out there for free, or you go and see on the picture. This is it's £6 to rent, 11 quid I think to buy. But I've got a code. You type in Iain, you get 50%. I don't get a penny for it. Not getting a penny for it. Michael asked if I would do that, the director, and I said, yeah, of course I will. And he's going to come on, I think maybe next Wednesday of next week. We haven't quite finalised that yet. And talk about it. And if you watch it and it has an effect, it'd be really good if you could call us up now or next week and talk to him about it. And also if you watch it and it hasn't had an effect, call us up and talk to him about it. Or if you think it sounds like complete and utter nonsense, call him up and talk to him about it, If you think it sounds like just unicorns and fairy dust.
Because you know what?
Challenge him.
You won't be the first person who said that.
No. Challenge him. It's also a really interesting documentary, right? It's not some kind of self-help film. It's a really interesting documentary. There's this story about this Dr. Sarno kind of going against the system. There's also the story of the director and his relationship with his dad and his relationship with his own kids. It's some film, man. It's some film that also just happened to fix my back where I was in agony for 6 weeks and I couldn't stand up straight. And I couldn't get out of bed without a lot of effort. It's incredible. Coincidence? Yeah. Might be. It worked for me. As coincidences go, I'll take that. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Let us go to Will. Good evening, Will.
Good evening. How are you? Oh, no, you guys can't say that.
You cannot say that, Will. What can we do for you tonight?
Well, I just thought I'd call up because I was chatting to you on Twitter earlier, and I thought I'd say hello and a good evening.
Good evening. What were we chatting about on Twitter, young man?
I'm a musician.
Oh, and boy, oh boy, we're going to give you plenty of plugs in a second. Is the baby? So Will is a musician. He listens to this rubbish, Catherine, and I don't want to say it inspires him to write songs, but I'm going to say it inspires him to write the best songs he's ever written, the best songs that anyone has ever written. Is the baby asleep, Will?
Still asleep. Yeah.
How old is the baby?
13 months.
That's still quite fresh, but you're getting on to. It's getting hard. It's going to get.
You're
even
over
harder.
a year now. When did you stop counting in months? I can't remember.
20 months.
No, it's sort of it's this sort of mental clock that keeps clocking in. And she was born the 19th, so every 19th is just clocking up.
I heard someone say once, oh yeah, the baby's 36 months.
Oh no. What? 18 months is the last big one, isn't it?
No, 20.
20 months?
20 months, yeah. Well, because 20 is not 2 years.
You say nearly 2.
Well, it's not nearly 2. Please keep out of this, Will. None of your business. It's 20 months is nowhere near 2 years.
Like 1.5.
Well, it's over 1.5.
Yeah, but who cares? People don't really care.
Well, I have to say though, Will, you do have the weary voice of a dad.
I feel like I've had that since I was like 12. So.
Oh, there you go. So how's it going? Have you written any hits tonight? I've written 3 songs already, and I'm working.
Well, no, that makes me feel like I'm not working hard enough.
You're not. The artists need to work hard. I might bring my guitar in tomorrow, and I'm feeling very creative at the moment, Catherine. I might bring the guitar in, and you look excited at that. Good. She's smiling. And I might bring the guitar in, and I might just jam a few songs. I might do my reggae song.
Oh no, please.
I do it in an accent now, and I know it might sound offensive, but when you hear the accent and the reggae rhythms, it really does fit.
It's such a bad idea.
I'm working on like a sort of Japanesey, Chinesey type song.
No, please.
And I got a Spanish flamenco that I'm working on, as well as some rock numbers.
Why don't you just use your own voice?
Well, because my voice is, here's the thing, Catherine, I'm glad you mentioned that. My voice is, and this is a tip for young Will as well, my voice is, an instrument. I'm much like Brian Wilson in that respect, that my voice is almost, if not more important than the actual music. It is the music, it's an instrument. It's like a glockenspiel, or, the drums they have in Indian bands, the tablets. And so I use lots of different voices. I paint with different colours on my palette. Will! What a load of old rubbish. What a load of rubbish, Will. What? You listen to this trash?
Whatever you write after this conversation is going to be weird, Will. I'm just warning you now.
I was making love all night long. When I woke up in the morning, you're gone. I was making love all night long. When I woke up in the morning, you're gone, but I wanted it to carry on. There you go, Will. There you go, Will. I just made that up, buddy. Made that up. Yes, you can. You can have that. That's yours.
I don't think anyone wants that, do they?
You can have that.
I'll listen back to the podcast and write it all down.
Is that the sort of stuff you do? Horny, horny, broken-hearted romance, trucking songs?
Trucking? Where is the trucking in that?
Well, it's just this. I mean, I imagine truckers would listen. Truckers would identify with that story. It's not a true story, by the way. It's fiction. It's not a true story. Is that the kind of stuff you sing, Will?
No, absolutely not.
No.
No, it's not.
No, not with a 13-month-old, no. Not all night.
I enjoyed it. It was very nice.
You sing. I know what you sing because I Googled you.
Oh.
I Googled you.
Bit creepy, mate.
No, it's not creepy. Sometimes when people follow me on Twitter or send me messages, sometimes I look at their Twitter feeds, and sometimes I look at their pictures. I looked at your pictures, Will. I think beards are out, but that's your choice. And then sometimes, if it's like someone interesting, like a racist or a musician.
They're in the same category.
A racist musician.
I mean,
wow. If it's someone interesting, I will Google them, and I Googled Will. He has a Wikipedia page, and he plays the folk music, and he has supported. Get this, he supported Billy Bragg. Am I right, Will?
I have.
There you go. You see, this guy's good. How did you get the Billy Bragg gig, man?
His wife saw me play at a gig in Camden Town.
Wow.
I got chatting, and then they invited me on tour, and it was great. Really, because I've been a big fan of his for a long time.
Yeah.
So it was really, really
So,
nice.
right, this is nuts. What kind of venue and what number were you playing to in Camden Town? And then what were the numbers when you were playing with Billy Bragg?
Probably about 100 people in Camden Town.
Yeah.
And then 1,000 people with Billy Bragg.
Isn't that nuts? That you, I mean, obviously you're good, but that something like that could happen in the cynical business of show, that someone could like you and go up and then you end up working with them.
Yeah, it's a bit like gambling in a way, because you just keep on. I played so many shows to 7 or 8 people.
Yeah.
And then at some point, someone happens to be there, or you do a show that you think on paper is going to be a waste of time, and then you sort of turn up, and then something very occasionally kind of comes up, and then it can lead to these sort of wonderful journeys.
Here's the thing, you never know who's going to be there. You could be playing a back room of a pub in front of 3 people and a dog. But you just never know who's wandered in, who's been said, you gotta go check out this guy, he's playing this pub tonight. You just never know.
The trouble with the no smoking now indoors rule is that you can't spot Mr. Big from his large cigar. So you've just got to impress everyone.
Yeah. You have.
Yeah, but you can still see his by his big hat and his cowboy.
That's for sure, yeah.
Yes, man. So where are you now? What's the, not literally, I don't need grid references, coming round.
None of our business, frankly.
None of our business. Well, what's happening? Where's the old career going?
Literally, I'm in my garden.
Oh.
Staring out into the abyss.
Smoking a J?
No, I'm not.
Okay, all right. I'm not judging. I'm just asking.
Responsible parent these days.
You're not smoking brown, are you?
No.
Whoa! Just
in the garden.
I'm just asking.
Can't a man be in the garden without smoking some kind of illicit substance?
I don't go in the garden.
For these days, I only need to go back to the nursery.
I think so. Okay, so you're out in the garden. But how's work going? Are you working?
I'm just writing at the moment. I've started. It's quite hard to write with the baby in the house.
Yeah.
I've started renting a little room, sort of not far away from my house, and I'm just kind of sat in there every now and again.
You go there for a sleep, don't you?
Essentially, I just listen to podcasts. And,
you have to be careful. You don't want to go. I mean, it's a great song. But you don't want to go all John Lennon, Beautiful Boy now, do you? I mean, it's a lovely song. It's a great
Stevie
song.
Wonder, isn't she lovely?
Yeah, you don't want to go down that route, Will.
No, I mean, well, the thing is, the way that I do it, everything has an effect on some level. But I think if you take too much of one thing, then you can end up walking down weird paths, for sure.
Right. What you're saying is you've written, "Isn't he a beautiful boy?"
I love my baby. So you do the whole song. It's about I love my baby and I like to give my baby kisses. And then like the last line is, and I love my baby most when I change his nappy 'cause he's only 2.
Oh, we thought it was
So
a
you
love
think, you
song,
think it's
yeah.
like you think it's like a grown up all the way through, and then you go, oh, change the nappy. That's it's a baby.
It might be a grown up.
That's 2 hits you've written tonight. Ian. Pretty good going.
Here's the terrifying thing. Well, I can't turn the tap off. I cannot turn
You can't
the
flush
tap
the chain.
off. It is, well, that's vulgar. It just comes out of me, and I haven't got time to write it down or tape it or demo it on my 4-track Fostex. So
I don't think you need to. You know, these little snippets of gold are all you need.
I would love.
It's all being recorded, I presume.
I would love, Will, and this would be my honour. This would be my pleasure, and it's my gift to you and gift to the world.
I don't think you're going to want it.
I would like, Will, to be your support act. I would like, I would like to give me the opportunity that Billy Bragg gave to you. I want to give that to me. I will be your support act. I will bring my guitar. I have my own guitar. I have my own plectrums. And I will be the open act. I'll do 25 to 30 minutes.
40 minutes, probably.
And it will be like a work in progress workshop. I will write all of the songs on the spot. And I will do that for you, Will.
Anytime you want to play those songs in front of 6 people in Camden Town, you are very welcome.
Okay.
Don't tell him where you are.
I've got my diary. I've got the diary. When are you free, Will? When is it? When is it? Diary's out.
My people can talk to your
he's giving me the old brush
which
off.
means my cat will be in touch.
I knew you were a cat person. I could. What does your cat look like, please?
It's a tabby.
Okay.
We used to have a brother who unfortunately died, but now is a sort of lone cat, weirdly searching after his brother forevermore.
Sounds like a song, Will. Sounds like a song. Get it written down.
Okay. I'm going to write a song about.
Ian, you write the song.
Yeah.
I'll listen to the song.
I'm going to write you a song about your dead cat. Well, if people want to check you out, I know you've got an album out called. Why have you got an album out called Live at Shepherd's Bush Empire?
Because
I know. I researched
fairly
it.
self-explanatory, but it worries me that it's not actually.
You weren't live at Shepherd's Bush Empire, were you?
I was last year, yeah.
With Billy Bragg?
No, that was a headline show. Shepherd's Bush Empire.
You?
Yeah.
Don't do the surprise voice. That's rude.
No, I know it is kind of rude, but I didn't. Hang on a minute. This guy's actually famous, and I've been teasing him. I've played this all wrong. You should have stopped me, Catherine. This guy's rich. This guy's got influence. Hang on a minute. How come you headlined? This sounds really rude. I don't care. I don't mean it to. You headlined Shepherd's Bush Empire, man. That's amazing.
Thank you. No, I did. Yeah, I totally did last year. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was,
what a thrill! I saw Stephen Stills there, for God's sakes.
But he wasn't. I don't know if he was there when I played. But
you would have noticed. You would have noticed the shuffling. You would have noticed the snorting of cocaine. He doesn't do that anymore. That's incredible. I don't know what to say without sounding patronising, so I'm not going to say anything. But well done, man. That's brilliant.
No, it's not patronising at all, and it's bizarre. You know, it's as bizarre to me as it is to you. I'm not very well known. I gave up trying to write hits a long time ago. I just kind of write weird songs that I don't really know why people are interested in. But that night we sold a load of tickets and people turned up, and it was a great night.
Brilliant. Well, if people want to go and have a little look online, find out a little bit more about your cheeky back catalogue, what's your full name? Where do they go?
Sex.com.
Sorry, what? What? Is he trolling us? Is he dirty? What is this? Sex.com? Shut up. I'm going there now.
Don't.
I'm going there. Sex.com. Web page is blocked. That's not your website, it's not your website, you dirty git.
Meanwhile, deep in the bowels of News Corps, someone's alarm's going off saying they're doing it again up there.
Rupert's being reactivated. There's going to be lightning's going to strike the building. What is going on up there?
Who's watching filth?
Right, what is it?
willvarley.com, or you can just Google Will Varley and it all kind of comes up.
That's the thing. People can just go Will Varley. Let's have a little look at this. Let's have a look at this website. Let's see if the website's any good. It's taking a while to boot up, Will.
I know. I need to work on that. I built it myself. So I'm not.
Get one of it. Here's the thing. Get one of your fans to do it. Just do a little tweet. Any of my fans help me with website?
Speeding up the site, yeah, that'd be good.
I'll put your name on the next album. You do all that rubbish. Look at that. Will Varley live at Shepherd's Bush Empire. Look at that, flipping heck. Look at that. He's all proper. Well, no, you've played all around the world. You've played all around the world. So I'm sounding like your mum. He's playing all around the world, my boy. WillVarley.com. Will, nice to talk to you, man. Thank you so much for the kind words you said on Twitter, and it's really nice to talk to you. Give us a call again.
Will do.
Cheers, man. See you later on.
All right. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
What a nice guy.
He's too nice for us.
He's too nice for us. We really got to tell him to stop listening.
Yeah.
Should we do what I wasn't going to do with him on the line? Should we listen to one of his songs?
Yeah.
Okay, we have to, really.
This could be really embarrassing.
It could be. It could be. Right, let's find one that's had... Whoa. All right. So there's a song here called I Got This Email, and it's got 219,000 views. I bet he's got bad language in it. He struck me as a foul mouth.
Potty mouth. A rapper.
Let's have a rapper. Let's have a listen.
I spent 6 hours watching TV, Antiques and Jeremy till 4 in the afternoon.
I like this.
I knew it!
We knew it! We knew it! We knew it! We knew it! We knew it! And Will sat at home listening going, oh my God, they're going to play it. 22 seconds in, he drops an F-bomb. Kids these days, this is talk radio.
Take a trip into the alternate reality of late night radio.
I think I'm in something like the Matrix, and so are you.
The late night alternative.
Hello, hello.
With Iain Lee.
Is there anybody out there?
On Talk Radio.
Hello.
20 to midnight. Yay, man. I've got to go to the doctor's twice tomorrow. First time is let's get the timings. I'll tell you what time I'm going to the doctor. First one's about 11:30 to go and beg them for my antidepressants, I have to do every month. And the second time is at 2:30 to get the results of my stool sample and my blood sample. So I got to go and beg for antidepressants every month. And I don't want to sound too happy because she might say, oh, maybe we should cut back your pills. And I don't want to sound sounded a bit down last time. She went, oh, well, we'll keep you coming in every month then for a while. Some even drugs. Let's go to James. Good evening, James.
Hello.
Hello, James.
Hello, James from Hammersmith.
I know, I just said that.
Said what?
It starts already. I said it. It's not. You're not funny, James. I said it was James.
Yeah, but you didn't say from Hammersmith.
Because I don't care where you're from. We don't mention. We hardly mention where anyone is from because I think it's divisive.
Is it?
I think it's divisive.
Well,
James, let me just flag up for a bit, right?
Yeah.
You phone up constantly to try and get one over me.
No, not constantly. About once every 10 days, maybe.
You phone up constantly.
No, I don't.
To try and get one over on me.
No, I don't.
And I think you're an arsehole. With that in mind, what would you like to say?
The analogues. I think they're brilliant.
Okay.
I went to see them.
I tell you what, just to save everyone the boredom, just take out those long pauses between each sentence and just tell the story. It's a little tip for conversations. I'm not going to interject, so you just tell the story, mate.
Okay. Stand by. So I went to see them about 3 months ago. Yeah.
Right.
Take the pauses out. That's the quiet bits.
Take the bits when you're not speaking, they're pauses. So take those out and don't ask me questions, right? So just tell it. Just tell the story. Don't turn it into a quiz.
Well, it was very expensive.
Big pause.
So I didn't actually see them, but I was 50.
Right. So you
50 meters
started
away.
off.
No, it's not 50 metres. You got it wrong.
It was 150 metres was the joke. This is what we argued about last time.
Oh.
It was 150 metres away.
Was it?
That was the joke, yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, yeah, that's it.
Flip it. Just to think, I could have gone to Andre. And
I do actually really like you, Ian. I think you actually made me laugh out loud. You're one of the few people who does.
I'm one of the best.
You are.
I know. So
You're
why
brilliant.
you treat me like dirt?
Well, you can be a bit harsh on people sometimes. I don't mind
why
that.
Why is it your job to defend them?
Well, why not? It's everyone's job to defend people, isn't it?
No, but you're wrong on so many counts.
Well,
You're
in which
aggressive.
way?
You're aggressive. You're rude. You're obnoxious. Yeah, yeah. And you're not funny. Was the other thing as well.
I'm not trying to be funny.
Well, you just phoned up and did a joke.
Well, it's not a joke.
Ipso facto, you were trying to be funny.
Oh, leave the Latin out.
No, no, don't tell me how to speak. There's just a really dark, unpleasant vibe with you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll get off then.
Thanks for the call.
I don't know what to tell you.
Bye. Let's go to Andre. Good evening, Andre. Hang on a second. James, he's gone. Okay. Let's go to Andre.
Hi.
Good evening, Andre.
Hi, Ian. I wrote a quick rap while I've been waiting, then I've got a song for you on my lappy, yeah? How's
Okay.
that?
Here we go.
Right. Quick rap this is only while I've been waiting to come on, yeah?
Okay.
This is a rap that sounds like the crap. Listen to talk if you don't want to walk. Tune at 11 if you want to go to heaven. Then listen at 1 if you want a bit of fun. Right now, this is the song on for Lappy.
Oh dear.
Right, ready?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Can't hear it.
I'll turn it up a bit for you, okay? It's by Metal.
Still can't hear it.
It's going over the Cock and Carry Mountains. I saw
The Cock and Hairy Mountains.
and his money he
Is that what he
was
said?
counting.
It sounded like that.
I first produced my pistol
Pistol.
and then produced my record. I said, stand and deliver, or the devil, he may take ya. This is better than Pulp's version. Well, equally as good.
I'll be the judge of that.
Oh, there's Thin Lizzy, but I like this one, Metallica. Took all of his money.
Oh, horrible noise.
And it was a pretty penny. I took all of his money. Get I put it home to Molly. She wanted that she loved me.
Because I know I was too rude to James. I shouldn't have called him an a-hole. I was too rude to him. But he's been rude to me in the past. If you just tuned in tonight, you wouldn't know that.
No, I know.
And he was quite pleasant tonight. Now I've got to phone him up and apologise to him.
Do you know what? You need to keep your side of the street clean.
Can we phone James back up, please, Amy, and ask if he wants to come on?
Daddy-o, the whiskey in the jarro.
Oh, he's there.
Is that enough for now?
Quite enough.
Right, cheers. Thanks for having me on. See you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Flipping it, man.
Cock and Hairy Mountains.
Is that what he said?
Sounded like that. Oh dear, I blame his diction.
You have to, wouldn't you? We'll phone him and apologise to James. That was rude. But in the past, he's been really rude to me. But he wasn't rude then, and my outburst was unnecessary. The Cock and Hairy Mountains. Well, James, if you're listening, I apologise for being rude to you. That was inappropriate, and I apologise.
It was a preemptive strike.
Well, it was a reemptive strike from the previous empts. Right. Oh, I did 2 hums. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, hang on.
Don't. That's.
How did I do 2 hums? Can we go back to the 2 hums, please, Amy? And I need to hear that because I may have just discovered something that is going to revolutionise humming forever. That was harmonic humming.
People never hum in mono again, will they?
No, it wasn't anything to do with monaural or stereophonic. It was to do with harmonies.
Okay, all right.
I thought.
Why be independent about it?
Well, I'm not being independent. I'm just. You're way off. You might as well say. You might as well say black and white. It's irrelevant. How did I do it? Have you got it, Amy?
My computer's frozen, so...
Yeah, you've broken it. Brown noise.
We have just... Brown noise. Really? We have just done something revolutionary. How do you do it? How did I do it? How did I do it? Let me know when you got it, Amy, because this is going to be how I'm going to make my millions. Do you know I can whistle and hum? So I can do that. That's easy.
What was that, though? Was that a song I should know?
Isn't it? What's the song that goes... I'm not doing the tune. I've just done the tune.
Don't recognise it.
What song was I just doing there, guys? Listening, guys. There you go, you see? Oh, the people of Digging Will. Song on my teeth. Oh. Here comes the hum. She's finding it. Her computer's working. All right, what song am I doing?
I'll do one back at you.
I've got the hum.
Drum solo from...
Well, go on, go say it. It's hurting there. Drum solo from the medley side 2 of Abbey Road. Go. Go. Cat's got massive teeth. William Tell Overture. Everyone goes to do that. William Tell. Let's hear it. This is the world Dumiere, Premiere Dumiere. I'm right, actually, of me double humming. Let's hear it. That was me! That was me! That was me! There was no computer trickery. One more time, please, Amy. That is nuts! That's like realising you can lick your own penis. That is nuts.
Slightly less useful.
That is nuts. Hello, caller. Oh, not you again. What do you want?
But who sings this one? Who sings this? I'm humming it, yeah?
Yeah.
Holidays in the Sun. Holidays in the Sun by the Sex Pistols.
Thanks so much for letting us try and guess it. I was going to say, was him either doing up his flies or making love.
Oh my I don't want to think about him doing that. Flipping it. Oh dear. Deary me, everyone. If you're drifting off to sleep now, you're going to have some wacky dreams.
The wacky races. All right, let's, dreams. Thank you. That's what we wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we want to talk about, is dreams. We're going to... Naughty winks and what your sex dreams means. Whether it's sleeping with a Hollywood star like Daniel Craig or bedding your boss, Sex is creeping into our dreams on an increasing basis. Women nowadays spend 3 times as long dreaming about sex as their grandmothers did.
How did they know? How can they verify that? Both of my grandmothers are deceased.
That's
and
according
I'm
to a
pretty
study.
sure no one asked them.
According to a study by the German academics. I'm Dr. Holzheimer. But dreams about sex do not always reveal lustful desires. Ian Wallace, a psychologist, dream expert, and sex man, says
there is a tendency to take dreams far too literally.
Did you have a dream diary when you were like 13?
No.
I had a dream diary, and you go, I dreamt about horses last night, let's look it up. Oh, it means freedom.
You were quite new age though, weren't you?
Yeah, I was enlightened. I'm certainly open. My chakras are open for business.
Third eye and
third
all
eye,
that.
the pineal gland is ready to receive. It's transmitting and receiving constantly. I remember reading, I either read it in like an Eric von Daniken book, or my friend Conan told me about it, that there were aliens that there were these scientists that did these tests, right, and actually did this, that believe that there were aliens among us with human form.
Yeah. Like the V.
Like the V. But they were psychic. So you could communicate with them, right? And what they would do, and what I did, remember doing it at North Kensington Tube Station, was if you sat down next to someone you thought was an alien and you looked ahead, you could send them telepathic messages like, I know you're an alien, look at me and we can talk about this. And you'd have the corner of your eye on them, and so you could see if they would talk to you, or someone. They're quite a far range, so if it could be someone a little bit away, and you say, you think it. I know you're an alien. In your head, you'd hear it clearly.
Yeah.
I know you're an alien, and I want to talk to you about peace. Look at me now.
Because you can handle that stuff.
You can talk about it. Look at me now. And then what you'd hopefully get, best case scenario, dude turn around, looks at you, and says, let's go and get coffee. But what would be great to get is, right, so I'm the alien, right? I'm who you think is an alien, and I've got my back to you, so try and communicate to me the technique I've just told you, but use your voice so that people can hear you.
Ian, I know you're an alien.
No, you don't know my name.
Oh.
You don't, I'm just a stranger on a train station.
All right. Okay. Gosh, you really look like my friend Ian.
No, please don't do that. That confuses matter, and also it debases,
science.
It debases what we're doing here, yes.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hello?
What? What do you want?
Ian, do you believe in telekinesis?
Yes, I do.
Telekinesis. Have you ever seen the film Carrie?
Yes, I have.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Thanks very much for your call.
Wise words, mate.
So do it.
I know you're an alien. Turn around. And let's talk about it.
Right, now, they've been trained to not turn around, obviously.
I know you've been trained not to turn around.
But so say it again. But I've been trained, and this is what you'd hope to get, right? So say it again.
I know you're an alien. Look at me and let's talk about it. That training was very poor.
You'd want a nervous one that's like looking around going, who said that? Oh, flip, she's seen me. And then you'd look away. That's what you'd want. You want to get a nervous one. Right. You'd want to get a nervous one.
Yeah.
But
I think I tried telepathy when I was a kid. Every kid thinks they're a bit magic, don't they?
Well,
I tried flying.
I mean, I was 23 when I was doing this at North Kensington Tube Station. No one turned around. So they must have been very well trained.
Well, if they're in the capital, then they're the primo. They send all the other ones out to the countryside.
We'll do the horny dreams when we get back. I think, but you can phone in about psychic events you've ever had. I mean, the amount of time. If you added up all the time from when I was young to about 6 months ago when I was talking to my kids about Uri Geller, the amount of time I've spent staring at a spoon trying to bend it probably works out to about 16 months non-stop. Staring at a spoon, trying to do that, trying to get that old thing to bend. But again, couldn't get it to work. Right. Disappointed. You don't want to hear about my psychic failures. I want to hear about your psychic successes, dear listener. So if you have ever tried any of these things, do please give us a call. 0344 499 1000. You can call in about anything you want as well. We've talked about boring days. We talked about anger. We talked about backs. We talked about, what else have we talked about? There must have been other stuff.
Consumer problems, hammocks.
Oh, no, we're not doing consumer, no, jeez, no, crying out loud, we're not Vernon Smith.
Extended warranties.
No. You can give us a call about anything you want. It's very, very simple. 0344. If anyone can double hum like I did, harmonic humming, I'd love to know the technique. I think I've stumbled on something very, very special. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'll speak to Amy. She will take your name and number, and the break's at 59. I'm doing the talk up to 58. Why is the break so far away?
I don't know.
I was doing a talk up to 58, and then I'm thinking, it's 59. Oh, you talk for a bit, Kath. I'm bored. Bored of my own voice.
Well, why don't we...
You do the talk up to 59.
Okay, just some words of advice, really. I was cut off earlier on when I was trying to tell you about your statutory rights.
Don't do that. That's absolute rubbish. Right, okay. Podcasts, all that stuff. Is there a new rabbit hole going out tonight? Tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, yeah.
Tomorrow night. Which one is it? Glasgow? No.
It'll be the first Glasgow, yeah.
Glasgow hasn't gone up yet?
No.
Then where did we do after Glasgow?
London.
Okay, and then we've got Shaftesbury. If it's recorded,
yeah.
Well, I wasn't really monitoring the levels there. We've got tickets for Belfast. We've got tickets for Belfast.
We've got a few, yeah.
Yeah, got loads of tickets for Belfast. Go to iainlee.com/event. iainlee.com/events. I'm really tired all of a sudden.
We ate a lot of pasta for tea.
I cannot wait to fall asleep. At 6 o'clock, I was thinking, I can't wait to get into bed tonight. At 6 o'clock, I'll get into bed at 2:30, 2:45.
Sometimes I think that when I wake up.
Flippin' heck, what a life. Anyway, 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you can give us a call. The Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 with Catherine Boyle and Iain Lee, only on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me down the road. It's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to unfold, a brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far but you know it won't be long. We're almost there and we paid our fare with a hobo song. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. So if you wanna
I didn't want to play that. I really wanted to play the Beatles Abbey Road medley. And I haven't got my hard drive, and it's not on YouTube, of course, because the goddamn Beatles are so litigious. And I really wanted to play it. I found I'll tell you what I found today on YouTube. So you can't get the official stuff on YouTube, but let's listen to a bit of what I found today. What would I type in? Let me see. Oh, man, listen to some of this. This is an hour of this. You just jump in anywhere. It's only the Beatles, Ringo and George writing Octopus's Garden. Some writing Octopus's... I mean, Ringo wrote it, but George kind of wrote it with him. When we started... It's incredible. Some thought of it. It's great, isn't it? I've never heard this before. Yeah. Then there's got this. Listen to this. Some practicing golden slumbers. He's probably about, hang on a minute. He's about 26 or 27 there.
Flipping heck.
He's about 26 or 27, he's writing this. George would be probably about 25. It's nuts.
I was going to say, it's a long way from twist and shout, isn't it?
It's nuts, man. What's great as well is people in the background are talking and working.
They've been at this for ages.
Yeah.
There's no point being quiet. Also, they didn't realise what they were doing was special.
No. Let me just hear he gets in to carry that weight. I just want to hear that bit. And it's nuts, isn't it? It's nuts, man. All this stuff is on YouTube. You can't find the actual SKM4, you can't find the release stuff. I love it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Last bit, guys. Indulge me. Oh, they're still doing it. I thought we were going to find Her Majesty there. 0344 499 1000. Right, so, whether it's sleeping with a Hollywood star like Daniel Craig or bedding your boss, sex is creeping into our dreams on an increasing basis. Women nowadays spend 3 times as long dreaming about sex as Catherine's grandmothers did, according to a study by a dirty German academic. But dreams about sex do not always reveal lustful desires. Ian Wallace, a psychologist and dirty pervert, said, there is a tendency to take sex dreams far too literally, but they're usually about creating something in our lives. Yeah, messing your pants.
Oh.
Who we're doing it with in our dreams is important, as is where we are, what we're wearing, and where they're placing their penis. Ian tells Kate Jackson some of the most common sex dreams and what they mean. Okay. Sex in a car. Or on it, okay? A car symbolises personal drive and ambition. Can't just be a car. Can't just be a car, can it? It's a personal drive. When we talk about ambitious people, we refer to them as having drive or stepping on the gas. No, we don't. No, we don't. This dream shows that there is something you want to achieve and you are becoming aware that you have the capacity to drive this forward, like having it off in a car. If you're on a bus or a train, then there is something in your waking life that is taking you forward. I'm smelling bullshine here. Perhaps a new project, but there are constraints to work within, and you need the help of others to reach the destination. Fetish dreams. Here we go. When 50 Shades of Grey came out, there was a spike in fetish dreams. I had a lot of clients asking if they should recreate their kinky dreams in their waking life. But that is not up to me to answer. That is not up to me to answer. If it is about BDSM, I can remember what BDSM stands for. Sadomasochism, but
isn't it
ball and dick?
Bondage domination.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Is that right?
Yes. Cock and Hare Mountain. Then your brain is creating an authority figure and a ritualistic process. It might be that you feel, I've got cramp in my hand. It might be that you feel constrained in an aspect of your life. If there is spanking, it shows you are striving for something, but recognise there will be pain getting there.
Oh, come on! Or you've just been watching too much of those crap films.
Yeah! You just want a little smack on the bot. That's all. There is nothing coming out. It's just empty spaces when you're trying to play the music. What? Really? You telling me none of that music was going out? Hang on. Oh. You can't hear the music? What?
Well, that's weird.
That's weird. You can't hear... Wow.
We just did something artistic and didn't realise. You have to imagine the music.
How come you can't hear that? What?
We can totally hear it through our system.
Right, hang on a minute. I'm going to play some music, guys. Can you hear this? But the whole last 10 minutes have been nothing then. Can you hear this at home? Is that going out? Do we think, Amy?
I can't hear anything now, this side.
What? Have you lent on something in there?
Have I lent on something in here? Well, how is this not going out? We can hear it in our headphones.
Huh.
Can you set my spare fader to be the studio aux, please? How can you not do... Well, thanks for telling us, dear listener. Otherwise it's just long silences and me and Kath going, 27. Just the most nonsensical, right?
But not the weirdest
thing. Can you hear that?
I can't hear anything.
Well, that's...
But I heard it the first time.
So
did you... When it was going... When
hang on. Did you hear The Littlest Hobo play? Hello?
I don't know.
Did you hear...
That song.
Oh, Jesus.
Probably.
Right. Can you hear that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
You
heard
can
that.
you heard that, and you can hear it now.
Yes.
Right. But you can't hear this.
It's very, very, very quiet.
How weird. This is like the radio version of Is This Dress Gold and Blue or Pink and Yellow?
All right. We got a few things. This is nuts. Stay there, Mike. I'll be with you in a second. Can you hear...
This other guy says I heard everything.
Which guy?
Villa and Broncos. I mean, of course,
I don't
believe
believe Villa and Broncos.
Matty Stevo says can't hear any music. I believe that guy.
All right, hang on a minute. All right, everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Okay, I'm going to play...
Steve Hewitt, all the music came through.
What? Right. Can anybody hear... Hang on, I've got to download something. Hang on a minute. This is weird, man. This is freaky. Can anyone hear this? Right, I can't hear that. Oh, it's turned down. Right, can anyone hear this? Can you hear that, Amy?
Yep.
Can you... I am playing a TV theme at home, guys. Can you hear what TV theme... Right, Mark says I can hear the Beatles stuff and the Littlest Hobo. Right, Jesus Christ.
But Krista's on the app and she can't hear any music at all.
So saw then as well. Saw twice. Mark, I'm guessing you're listening on DAB, right? Mark Clapham, are you listening on DAB? Right, Lely, are you listening on DAB? Andrea, what are you listening on? Dom can hear it on the app.
Yeah.
Right.
And Drivelcast, listening online, heard everything.
That bloody doll. You're right, Sharon, it's that bloody doll. What is... I can't even begin to comprehend how some of you are hearing the music and some of you are not, and... Right, so Paul heard Octopus's Garden and Golden Slumber. He's complaining that it's pseudo-stereo. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Gemma heard it all. Phil and Broncos are protesting.
Right,
I'm not lying, I heard everything.
So, Matty, you heard The Littlest Hobo, and you heard Doctor Who, but you didn't hear the Beatles. Is that correct? So, right, okay. We're getting close to something. Hang on. We don't need to answer that call. Right. I'm gonna play a song, right? And I want to know if you can hear this song. Can you? You can't hear that.
I can hear that.
You can hear that song. But you can't hear this song. Is there a song coming out?
Yeah.
Right. You can't hear that.
No, I can't hear anything.
Wow.
I've got no idea what's going on.
No.
I've got absolutely no idea what's going on. Well, okay, right, okay. So did anyone hear the Beatles? So she
People
says,
online did, yeah.
I heard everything. Littlest Hobo and Beatles. I'm listening on the Radio Player app. I heard everything, says Dave on the web player. Shut up, Jeff, you're not helping anybody. Bad Boy Paulie heard everything on DAB. You heard the Beatles. I've got no idea. Did we do the 15 ads? I'm going to shoot myself. Go on.
The late night alternative with that man, Iain Lee. There's no strangers here, just friends you haven't stalked on Facebook yet.
Have never sent my picture to anyone who didn't request it.
The late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Yes.
I've sent out a questionnaire on Twitter. I would like your answers, please. I don't want any embellishments. Just answer the two very specific questions I have set you. Meanwhile, while we wait for the survey to come in, let's go to Michael. Good evening, Michael.
Evening, Ian Cuff.
Morning, Michael. What you got for us?
I enjoyed that last 15 minutes of radio.
Did you hear anything?
All I heard was you and Kath saying, "This is great. This is awesome."
We just sounded like a couple of really boring stoners.
In between silence.
Well, I wish I'd thought of doing that. That's wonderful performance art. So Jeff didn't hear the Beatles. I think it's a tune-in and a radio player thing. I think that's what it is.
It was tuning I was listening on, actually.
And you couldn't hear it, right?
Yeah, I couldn't hear it,
Right,
no.
whoever's just replied to Talk Radio app, that's useless. It's loads of different things. You know what? I don't care. We're just playing the Beatles bootleg. Good luck. Michael, what can we do for you?
I'm BAPT, you mentioned before, from Twitter.
The what?
I'm BAPT. BA Personal Training.
I'm so sorry. I was thinking, what on earth is this guy? I have no idea. No, we did a whole feature for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Is that gonna help you? Is that gonna help you pump off, do you think?
Well, not so much pump off.
No. Is that not what they call it?
No, but I generally listen to you while I'm on the treadmill.
Oh, do you want something a bit more specific? Is that what you're saying?
Well, maybe.
Okay.
It depends what a person wants, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because I have clients who generally just want crappy pop music, and others want more specific, like sort of rocky themed and have the tiger pumping out sort of thing.
Yeah, I get that. So hang on. Do you listen to podcasts as well, or are you just a music guy?
No, I generally listen to more podcasts now.
Yeah.
I help the talking, that helps me concentrate.
Yeah, I
Doing
find
anything,
that.
really.
I find that.
I used to listen to music a lot. I actually rang you about a year and a half ago because I was involved in an accident and I lost a few fingers.
Oh, yes, I think I remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
How's it all going now?
A little bit better. I mean, I've started my own business now. Just recently qualified as a personal trainer.
Here we go.
Basically, the ultimate goal is to help people with disabilities get into training.
Yeah.
Because what I found was, going back to mental health again, but it does actually help the mind.
Yeah, yeah.
It clears a lot of things up. It gets a lot of anger out, a lot of angst out. So a couple of months after the accident, I went back to the gym. I was playing rugby again. And, it helped out a lot. So what I've been trying to do is get people who are in a slump, not feeling great, just trying to say, okay, well, I've got 7 fingers. I'm still doing this. What's your excuse? And just trying to give them that little push, that little bit of an incentive of, if I can do this, well, anybody can in a way.
When you played rugby, and I don't mean this to be insensitive, but I'm going to ask the first thing that came into my head, and it might be a bit insensitive, so I apologise, right? But when the ball gets thrown at you and stuff, have you gone to grab it, and I don't know which fingers are missing, but you've forgotten that fingers are missing, and it sailed through the gap in your hand?
You asked me a similar question the last time.
Did I? Well, that just shows how messed up my mind is. I can only apologise for repeating myself.
No. Catching a ball was one of the first things I tried to learn again.
You had to relearn it, did you?
Yeah, just catching a tennis ball, you just have to adapt. That's why it's called BA Personal Training. It's be adaptive.
Ah, I thought it was like B.A. Baracus.
Yeah, both good.
Because we're of an age and there's B.A. Baracus.
Yeah.
So which remind me, you did tell us before, which fingers have gone?
It's the middle finger, ring finger, and part of my little finger. If you actually go on my Twitter page, on the banner, it's actually my hand holding a dumbbell.
Hang on a minute. So it's B.A. what? B.A.
BA_PT7.
Okay, let's have a little. Let's go and have a look at this guy's. Let's go and look at this guy's fingers. BA_PT7. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, flipping heck, man.
Yeah, it was some crash.
Yeah, that is some old crash. I see you're gripping what I believe, from my brief time walking past a gym once, I believe that's a dumbbell.
You are correct.
Thank you very much indeed. And you're basically gripping it with a thumb, Peter pointer, and kind of the stubby bit of the little finger, if you don't mind me using that word. That looks tough, man.
It is tough, but what I've done is I've bought lifting hooks, which it's sort of like, it's just a hook.
Yeah.
It sits in the palm of your hand so you can kind of grip things better. I'm looking to get some actual fingers that when you sort of try and grip things.
Aye, okay.
So there's different things for everybody, and I did some work experience in a gym with people with lower limb amputations.
Right.
And I was working with some with finger amputations, obviously arm amputations, some of the things that I made, especially for these people, just so they can sort of reintegrate into a gym environment and do some of the things that they used to do.
Oh, hang on. Is this a picture of you with the fingers? The couple of posts down at Pace Rehabilitation?
Yeah.
I like your shirt. I'm getting into the collarless shirts at the moment. I'm digging I've just bought a few of them.
It was, I was for a symposium in Birmingham.
Yeah.
And they asked me to go down and have a chat with some of the delegates there.
Wow. How's the head? How's the spirit? How's the depression, man?
It's nowhere near as bad as it was. I still have my down days. I still have days where I need to push myself. But yeah, this is the thing that's kept me going. Is because in my mind, this is not the worst thing to ever happen. So I know for other people it will be the same. It will happen. It will have the same effect.
Yeah.
In a person's well-being. And so I literally did the best thing and went back to the gym, got the help straight away after my accident. And I made sure I had goals and I had targets that I wanted to achieve. So that's kept me going. And I've got to a point now where I'm setting up this whole new business, and hopefully in a few years I'll have my own facility and have people with disabilities, both mental and physical, coming in, and we can help train.
Do you fancy a fight, Michael? I reckon I could take you. I know you're a beefcake and all that, and I'll go gentle on your right hand, but you look
have a better reach than me.
Well, exactly. You look quite short. What, you 5'6" or something?
5'9", yeah.
So you're a wee man. I reckon I could beat him, Kath, in a fight.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I reckon I could teach this this young guy a thing or two about respect.
Just put your arm out and grab my head, and I'll just keep swinging.
There we go. I'm not gonna beat him up. I'm gonna go gentle. I'll let this guy go.
I'm sure that's a huge relief for Michael.
Well, Michael, do you want to fight?
Outrageous.
That's terrible. That's terrible behaviour. Do you fancy a fight? Well, Michael, it's BA_PT, if people want to go and have a little look on Twitter.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks for giving us a call, man, and, let us know how things go, and hang in there. You're doing good work.
Yeah, you too, Ian.
Thank you, Michael.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Nice one, man. You take care. See you later on. Bye-bye.
Take
Thank
care.
you. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. I could totally beat him in a fight.
I don't know, he had that quiet, measured thing.
Totally beat him in a fight. No, nice guy. Very nice guy. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Very, very welcome. BA_PT7. Thank you. It's BA_PT7. That's where you need to go. Good evening, Nigel.
Oh, good evening, Ian.
Good evening, Nigel. Welcome to our cocktail party. We're having a cocktail party.
Yes, I was just looking at a fruit cocktail in a tin. That's nice, isn't it?
Do you know what, right? I've got a fruit cocktail in a tin, and I've got some evaporated milk, and I've been saving it for when Kath comes round and do you know what?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have it when I go home tonight.
Oh,
come on. You haven't got it in the studio?
No, I haven't got it in the studio, but I don't carry it around with me. I'm not a pervert. But I think I'm going to go tonight, and I'm going to have it.
Couldn't hang on for 2 days.
Yeah.
Well, no.
I rang up because you said you was going away on holiday at the end of the week.
Well, yes.
Is it Thursday and Friday?
Thursday and Friday we're going to be away. I'm guessing it's Rufus in Thursday and Friday.
Rufus is okay. I listen to him sometimes.
He's okay.
Well, I was on his show the other night. Anyway, I think it was Monday.
Technically, it was Friday, and it's in the evening or in the daytime.
No, Friday he was on, wasn't he? Yeah, I must have been on Friday evening.
Yeah, it's my show. Still my show.
Yeah, he is excellent.
Yeah, he did your show, didn't he?
It's my show. He's covering for my show, so technically you're on my show.
He's excellent and a pleasure to work with.
Thank you.
There's another man, another Rufus, isn't there? Because I remember the name, but it wasn't the same Rufus that I've known before.
There's, you thinking of Shakademus? Two Rufuses? No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, it must have been the same person.
Possibly.
Unless I got the name wrong.
Yeah.
I might have got the name wrong.
Could have done.
So I heard you coming out the other night.
Here we go.
This is going to be.
Coming out.
This is going to be fun. Yes.
This is going to be fun. Yeah. I was a bit shocked and not disturbed, but I was surprised. Surprised what you said.
Yeah. That I'm bisexual.
It's all true, is it? Because it's on Twitter. It's on my Twitter as well. It went onto my Twitter.
Yep. It went on the Twitters. You're going to do it. You got to do it.
Yeah. And you don't mind coming out saying it and
nope.
stuff.
No, I don't. I don't mind. I chose to say it. I wasn't one of those things where someone phoned me up and said we got a story. I don't think
you're bisexual if you haven't had sex with a man, are you?
Yeah, you can be.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not saying I am, but just if you just think about having sex with a man, it doesn't mean you're gay, does it?
Doesn't mean you're gay. Doesn't mean you're bisexual.
You can fantasize about things.
Here's the thing. I would never tell anyone what they are. Everyone is different, right? Everyone is different.
Yeah. But I've always found it helpful to fantasize when I'm on my own, rather than think about the same old thing all the time. So,
helpful in what respect?
Well, I'm saying you don't want to be. If you're even with a woman, you don't want to be doing the same things over and over each time. Do you try different things, new things?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I would imagine that if you are having sexual fantasies about a man.
No, I don't. No, I'm not
saying
saying
you. Not saying you. I'm not saying you. I'm saying if a person were a man who considered themselves heterosexual but were having sexual fantasies about a man, does that make them bisexual? I don't know.
But that's not unusual, is it?
I tell you what, it makes you not weird. That's the most important thing.
It's not weird or unusual, is it?
It's not weird. It's all good.
I'm hoping my brother's listening because I said I'd bring in the show before you went away.
Yep.
Are you going on holiday then?
No, I'm going to the O2 Arena on Thursday to see the rock group Kiss, and then I'm going to Hyde Park on Friday to see Bob Dylan and Neil Young.
That's outside at Hyde Park?
It is. Let's check the weather, because the weather wasn't looking good, but they might have changed it. Hyde Park weather Friday.
A bit like the Kylie concerts outside. Yeah.
Friday we are looking. We're looking 23. Just 23.
I was just going to say 23. I must be psychic.
Well, yeah. What does 23 mean? What's that in old money?
It's hot. It's quite hot. It's about 80.
Oh, is it 80? Fine. Well, then we're fine. Then it's looking dry.
Pretty
looking
hot.
dry. We are.
Are the tickets here for that, then, Ian?
Yes, they are. I'm in the golden circle. Unfortunately, Catherine's coming, but Catherine is not in the.
I'm in the bronze ring.
Catherine's got a bronze ring, and I've got a golden circle.
So you're going with Catherine then?
Well, yeah, I bought the tickets, but I couldn't afford 2 golden circles, so I got her a bronze ring, and I've got as I said, a golden circle.
I on Twitter, Ian.
Yeah.
On Twitter, there is some good porn on Twitter. I don't know. Have you ever watched any porn on Twitter? Ian?
No, I tell you why. Because once I was looking at a porny feed a long time ago, and I accidentally clicked like.
No.
I accidentally clicked like on a porny feed. And you've never seen anyone click unlike so quickly.
Do you know they have a live cam, girls that talk to you with the camera?
Okay, yeah, I know how pornography works, trust me.
I've not done that before, but I don't want to sort of put my bill up.
No, you don't want to put your bill up.
But they have a live girls so that a live cam you can talk to girls if you've got a camera on
it all costs money. It all costs money. Just go and watch some porno films if that's your thing.
There's loads of free porn on there.
There's loads of it. There's loads of it. I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Oh. Have you seen on my YouTube? I've got a video.
Imagine if this was an actual conversation in a cocktail party.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and get our coats.
Anyway,
I thought you were enjoying talking to him. No, he was obviously a nutcase. You should have dragged me away. I thought you liked him when you gave him your number.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
how do you know the hosts?
I've got some more food from the bank, you know.
Beautiful. Well done. That's
yeah,
good.
well, a couple of things anyway. Some milk and some rice pudding earlier, but I brought back from Maidstone.
I'm having fruit salad and evaporated milk when I
But I've got the fruit salad from last time I haven't had yet, so I might have it at the weekend.
Fruit salad.
Is Bob Dylan quite old now?
Yes, he's, and I think he's 90. Did he just turn 93 or 94?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he'd be about 80.
Yeah, he's 93 or 94.
So how can you sing at that age then?
Well, he doesn't sing. He comes on, and he gets wheeled on, and then someone plays a guitar in front of him, and then they put a record on, and he just sits there and listens to his record. But here's the weird thing: he's wearing headphones, so we don't even hear it. We just assume that he's listening to him.
I was singing.
Yep.
He doesn't want to give it up, doesn't he?
He just can't give it up. He's addicted to it. He loves it.
I just can't get you out of my head. I just...
That's the song Nigel sings when he's having his wee in the morning. Oh, the Kylie Minogue. Hey, Harrison has just sent us in a new song. Should we play Harrison's new song? I'm hoping people will be able to...
Are you on tomorrow night, Ian?
Yeah.
It's Wednesday. Can I sing tomorrow night then?
Yeah, of course you can.
If I've got enough credit.
Give us a call tomorrow night. Credit. How much credit do you spend a week?
No, I mean, if I don't get cut up, well, I've got to pay my phone bill tomorrow anyway, so that it should be on tomorrow night. I should have the phone back on, even if it's cut off.
How much credit do you buy a week?
No, I told you the bill. It's 70 or 80 pounds a month.
Okay, all right. Don't get. All right. Nigel, thanks for the call.
I'm getting help anyway.
Bye. So Harrison's just done this. Let's have a listen to this.
We have been sent a package.
I don't like this already.
The package up. It is here. Thank you very much. Whoever sent this, we like to get gifts.
These are exciting times.
Something wrong?
It's that flippin' doll, Catherine!
Oh, jeez.
Don't put it over here.
Dear Mr. Ian and Miss Cat, I am sorry for all the trouble I caused with the wing mirror, the bad back, and the dodgy new studio. I hope one of you will take care of me.
This isn't even funny.
I have been exorcised by Father Ted Crilly of Craggy Island, so I'm no longer evil. All I want is someone to love me. I will never be alone again.
No, mate. No, mate. No, mate. Hold it up. It looks like you. Hold it next to your face. It does look like
And it's wearing the same colour as you! You've got the same clothes on! This is insane! I've got to take a picture! You've got the same clothes on!
She's been so very
meant to be! It is meant to be!
No.
Something wrong?
It's that flippin' doll, Catherine!
Oh, jeez.
Don't put it over here.
Are you actually shitting yourself?
Something wrong?
It's that flippin' doll, Catherine!
Whoever sent us this, you are scum. I will hunt you down, and I will shove this doll right up your jacksie.
Actual terror. Harrison, thank you for making me relive the most traumatic experience of my broadcasting career. And I've interviewed Ray Davies of the Kinks. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Experience the unconventional.
Hello.
The unpredictable.
Don't you think that's a bit weird?
And the completely unorthodox.
It was my birthday.
With rule-free Iain Lee.
I was just trying to generate a bit of content.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Hate alarm clocks. Hate going to work.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. Man, I'm tired. I'm looking forward to getting into bed. And then getting up quite early to go to the doctors, then going back to bed, then getting up again to go to the doctors, then going back to bed, and then I've got to be in. I've got to do a conference call at 8 to speak to the estate of Davy Jones about some bits and pieces that's happening. It's exciting little bits and pieces. We'll be doing that, and then we'll do the radio show tomorrow, and that'll be the last one for the week. I'm so tired. This sex dream stuff is rubbish. So the fetish thing, when 50 Shades of Grey came out, there was a spike in fetish dreams. I had a lot of clients asking if they should recreate their kinky dreams in their waking life, but that is not up to me to answer. If it is about BDSM, then your brain is creating an authority figure and a ritualistic process. It might be that you feel constrained in an aspect of your life. If there is spanking, it shows you are striving for something but recognise there will be pain getting there. That is rubbish. It shows you might like having your arse slapped. Or slapping someone else's. If you find you cannot say your safe word, you're feeling a loss of control. If the dream is about something you might consider deviant, then you are looking to do something differently. You are searching for a new way through an aspect of your life. Or maybe
you're a pervert.
Yes. Here we go, Kath. Sex in a public place is one of your hobbies, doing it in real life. Do you ever dream about it now? You miss
No,
it?
I don't need to, do I?
Do you ever hanker back
No.
to the old days?
I only ever did that when I was kind of in a place where I was not able to take my boyfriend back to the place I was
so
living.
It was with other men?
Huh?
It was with other men?
No.
Not your boyfriend?
It was with my boyfriend.
Strangers in a car?
I had strict parents and I was not allowed boys upstairs.
So role play?
So?
Role play with strict...
Life finds a way, as Jeff Goldblum once said.
Strict parent role play is a bit weird, not my thing.
You're making up your whole other story.
And you do it in a car?
No.
What, in the dark woods?
No.
Wow. I'm not, listen, who am I to judge? But, sounds wrong actually. But I'm not judging you, it just sounds disgusting. Making love in a public toilet or in a restaurant bathroom is a very common dream. This could mean we need to get rid of something, to flush something away.
Really? Really now? Who's writing this?
This is Iain Wallace, psychologist and dream expert.
Oh, Iain Wallace.
It might be that we know we can achieve something, but we are ashamed of sharing this idea with other people because that will make us look needy or unusual. Perhaps we are worried about being criticised by others, that they will literally think our ideas are shit.
Oh, maybe you've got a thing about grout.
You don't get putty anymore, do you?
No.
Sex dressed inappropriately. Clothes are about giving off an image. So if you feel you are dressed inappropriately in your dream, then you might be trying to keep other people happy instead of doing something to make yourself happy. This is just the biggest load of old rubbish. If you are naked and trying to cover yourself up because you feel embarrassed, then you are feeling vulnerable. You are feeling that you do not want people to see the real you. Certain outfits have specific meanings. A military uniform suggests you are taking yourself too seriously. Often this happens when you feel you are having to follow certain rules or do something a certain way. It means you should try to give yourself some freedom to do things differently. Conversely, if you are dressed as a clown, then that is about you wanting to be taken more seriously. What a load of absolute rubbish. What you got, Boyley?
Okay, this is a good one. Chinese city to clamp down on Beijing bikinis in hot weather. Have you heard of this? Each summer, men across China roll their T-shirts up above their stomachs to help stay cool in sweltering temperatures.
Yeah.
But they've been banned from sporting these so-called Beijing bikinis after they were deemed uncivilized by authorities in the city of Jinan. The cooling method is said to be based on a theory in traditional Chinese medicine where exposing one's midriff helps air out of the warm qi energy around the internal organs.
Qi energy, yes, mate. But now we're talking qi.
But authorities in Jinan, a city of around 8.7 million people in Shandong province...
Well, don't say it like that.
Shandong.
You just emphasise the word dong. Because I know exactly what you did. You went Shandong.
Shandong.
Now you're doing an accent.
I'm not Shandong.
You're doing an accent. You're doing a Chinese accent and emphasising the word dong. It doesn't get much worse than that.
I'm not. Shandong have ordered people...
Racist and homophobic.
I am not. Shandong province have ordered people not to adapt their tops into Beijing bikinis. The notice also states that members of the public should not remove their shirts while outside. Well, I'm with them there. No tops off in town.
Oh, I hate that. Although, excuse me, me and the boys find it hilarious. We do love laughing at a bloke with no top on. And we just actually proper laughing out loud at him.
It's blokes with no tops on in shops, though.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I don't even like blokes with no tops on a beach.
Well.
Do you know the other day when I still had a hammock, and I was sitting in the hammock feeling so hot, right? So hot. And I went, hang on a minute, this is my garden. So I took my t-shirt off, and I've been out there for weeks.
Did it feel wrong?
It felt. I don't like public displays of nudity, even in my garden. I had shorts on, but even in my garden. And so I just went, This is my garden. Can I take my top off? Because I haven't done it for so long. I did it. I felt like a pervert.
I had a bikini top on in my garden the other day. Now else. Jinan authorities made the demand as temperatures rose to a sweltering 36 degrees Celsius. That's 96 Fahrenheit, if you know what that means.
Yeah, okay.
In the city this week. Politicians are aiming to rectify such uncivilised behaviour, with, according to the notice, people in the city complaining about the uncivilised phenomenon. The ruling, which is aimed at improving the image of the city, also targets public bickering, jumping queues, littering and uncivilised dog walking, which I'm guessing means letting them poo on the... and not cleaning it up.
Yeah, or humping each other.
Yeah. The order has attracted a backlash from social media users, with one person commenting...
Well, hang on. China doesn't have social media.
It does. It's got a version of Twitter that's state monitored.
Shitter.
Oh, no! What's it called?
I wish Twitter was state monitored, and because it's horrible, Twitter.
Chinese Twitter equivalent is Sina Weibo. Chinese microblogging website.
You didn't do that in the voice. That's funny.
Sina Weibo.
You didn't do the accent there.
Shandong.
There we go. You're doing it again.
No! The order's attracted backlash from social media users, with one person commenting, being shirtless cuts more carbon emissions than turning on air conditioning.
Okay. Doing it to save the planet.
Another added, let the old people be free. A man was fined around $7, which is £5.60, for shopping shirtless in a supermarket in the coastal city of Tianjin, near Beijing. Tianjin, near Beijing in May. The city introduced a regulation banning going topless early this year. So no nipples. Thank you very much.
You're not allowed
Chinese.
to show nipples on Twitch.
No.
The streaming site. You're not allowed to show any nipples on there.
No.
Which is probably for the best, really. I mean, there's just so many nipples everywhere. All over the place.
Have you ever had pork belly?
Well, I mean, I put on a bit of weight.
No, I went to a restaurant the other day. I draw the line.
Hairy nipples.
I've eaten a lot of things, but I won't eat anything with nipples.
Oh, but all jokes aside, I've eaten pork nipples. And I've not got a problem with it.
Well, no, you've eaten a lot of things that we would.
So the horse meat thing is back.
What's that? Oh.
Yeah, the meat is not what you think it is again.
Oh, God, really?
But the thing is, why is anyone surprised? Because after the horse meat thing, I just thought, that was like 6 years ago, I just thought, all right, we're eating crap. All right, fine, deal with it. Unless you're going to a butcher and going, I want
And you're getting it off an animal-shaped thing.
Yeah. Unless you're doing that, you're eating like crispy pancakes, and it's going to be any old crap in there. I mean, L's and A's in there. Lips and bottoms, shall we say? but yeah, it's got, why would it be a pig? Why would it be anything?
I don't know. I've cut down on meat anyway, and I'm feeling a lot better for it, to be honest.
How often do you wash your bras?
Oh,
you should wash them quite often, because I can smell your tits from here.
What? That's outrageous.
I say that as a friend.
Oh, God.
Stella McCartney revealed she rarely washes her bras.
Well, she might have a lot of bras.
She's Paul McCartney's
and
daughter.
Air conditioning, but I think if you're sweaty, you need to.
How often do you?
Well, I've got quite a lot, so...
How many bras does one have? I've got about 35 pairs of pants, and they're all black Marks and Spencer's boxers.
Right.
Varying states of decay.
I've recently had a bit of a changeover with my bras and stuff, anyway. And I get one bra and then 3 pairs of matching pants, and then that seems to do me right.
So you wash your bra every 3 days?
No, because I changed bra depending on what I'm wearing on top.
Steady.
Depending on what I'm wearing on top. You can't wear a black bra under a white top.
Why are you avoiding the question, Boris Johnson? And I'm Jeremy Hunt.
Because I've washed them.
How often do you wash your bras?
They might.
Once a week? Once a month? Once a year?
It's hard to say.
Well, it's not, is it?
I might wear one bra and then I'll put it back.
Right.
And
how often? It's a very simple question. Don't let me go Paxman on your ass.
But I've got loads though, so I don't know.
How often?
I don't wear the same. It's not like I wear the same bra all week.
You don't wash your bras.
I wash them when required.
How do you know it's required?
Well, if you've got stains
crusty.
if you've been sweaty.
It's when you undo it.
If you've got makeup on them. or if you know you've worn them, a relatively long period of time.
How many times would what? This is not a trick question. This is a very straightforward question.
It's like, how many times do you wash your
Go on, ask me and I'll tell you.
T-shirt?
Every time I've worn it.
Right, okay.
So
you can't do that with bras because
I don't know. I don't know. You are being evasive. Would you wash it after 10 wears?
Oh God, yeah. Like after 5 probably.
So after 5
probably
wears.
After 4. But I might wash it after 1 if I've been somewhere sweaty.
Oh dear, you disgust me. That's why you didn't want to answer it.
Well, it very much depends.
The 47-year-old fashion designer said, I wouldn't change my bra every day, and I don't just chuck stuff into a washing machine because it's been worn. I'm incredibly hygienic myself, but I'm not a fan of dry cleaning or any cleaning really. Well, dry cleaning is, if you get stuff dry cleaned too much, it goes shiny.
Yeah, chemical, isn't it?
Goes shiny. And this is why, and what she says there, I don't need to wash stuff too often because I'm incredibly hygienic. It's why I don't always wash my hands after urinating, because I'm very hygienic downstairs. I'm not urinating on my hands, and everything else down there is clean, so I don't have a problem. Okay, bed sheets. How often do you clean them?
Well, probably once a fortnight.
Right, so once a month is what you mean, isn't it? Once a fortnight for me.
It's not just me that does it, so I couldn't tell you. But definitely once a fortnight.
Once a week. A host of nasties lurk in them: bacteria, fungi, sweat, and semen. It can lead to death.
Can lead to death.
Shut up. Tea towels.
Oh God, I go through tea towels like no tomorrow.
I'd maybe like 2 months.
Ugh.
Once a day. Hotbeds for germs. If you cook meat or fish, there's a food poisoning risk. Wash at 60, you could die.
Yeah.
Bath towels. Fortnight? I go fortnight.
No.
Go fortnight.
No, because right, here's the thing. People think we're disgusting. There's a family of 4. We'll use the same 2 towels. All of us will use the same 2 towels.
You got 2 towels between 4 people?
Yeah.
Oh, Paul, come in. Can you believe that?
Well, I've touched worse on all of them.
2 towels between 4 people?
Yeah.
Flippin' heck, man!
And then, but if they're all soaking or dirty, I'll chuck them in the wash.
What are you doing? Of course it is. It's our new £25 million studio. Why would it work?
And that one's touching the desk, so it'll bang.
Wondered why you had that horrible infection for so long. It's like walking into a Petri dish.
I have a towel that I use, my lucky towel. My towel will get me through a couple of weeks because it's brown.
Oh my God.
The white towel doesn't last as long because you can see it all on the white towel. It's true. And then when the boys come, they'll share a towel for the night or the 2 nights.
There you go, sharing towels.
Yeah, but they're kids. They don't count.
It's bits and bits. When they hit the teenage years, you've got to start worrying.
Exactly. My kids are
when
tiny.
the sheets start to crackle.
Oh, God, don't.
My kids are tiny. But we'll probably change it. We'll probably put them in the wash every 2 days or something.
The kids?
No, they don't. They won't go in.
How often? You're supposed to clean your phone. How often do you clean your phone, Paul Ross?
Don't think I ever have. I occasionally breathe on it and wipe it on my jeans.
Yes.
Yeah.
If the screen is smeary.
You're supposed to clean it once a day.
Yeah, but you do see those people who, maybe they're where they buy those wipes and all that stuff, don't they? They're kind of almost the Howard Hughes syndrome.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't mean Howard Hughes who does the unexplained. I mean the dead multi-billionaire.
With jars of wee-wee,
With the spruce goose.
What?
Maybe I do mean the other Howard
Hughes.
Hughes.
You're supposed to clean your bag and your wallet once a week.
No, I've never.
So I've never had a wallet.
Wallets are brimming with bacteria. You haven't got a wallet?
No.
Where do you put your library cards and stuff?
Library cards?
Your bank cards and things. Where do you put them?
Well, I've got a little pouch mobile phone. I normally put them in my back pocket.
You put them in your mobile phone?
Well, I've got a little wallet for the mobile phone now, but I've got a back pocket. I just keep everything in there.
You strike me as the kind of guy that back in the day used to have your mobile phone strapped to your belt.
No, I tell you who did used to do that. He still does. Rob Brydon.
Does he
Looked
really?
like he was a plumber waiting for a call. Yeah, he loves it. Because you can take the boy out of Wales, you can't take Wales out of the boy.
My dad did that until very, very late. Jeans once a month. 4 or 5
Once
wears.
a month?
Oh, it depends.
I can go 6 months without washing.
Also, I have to watch it with the 2 St Bernards in the house. I get smeared.
Yeah.
If I get a nasty stain on it or they smell, I'll have a little sniff of my knees. Well, you've got 15 seconds. Give us a taster of what we're going to get.
I had a really boring day yesterday.
Yeah.
more boring than yours.
Oh.
Had to MOT the car.
Oh, yeah.
It failed.
Yeah. Oh.
I then had to go and get my road tax.
Yeah.
Had to re-register.
Yeah.
I paid for that. I queued, and I said to the woman, "Can I have that little sheet display of Marvel stamps?" She said, "I'll get them for round the back." I waited there 5 or 6 more minutes. I said to the woman, "Where's your colleague?" She said, "Oh, she's gone home."
This is Talk Radio.
This is
Talk Radio.